Brought it from the space.
Colorado off the milk.
Sully.
Potluck is back.
I got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. People's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. The people's I redeem, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Get it from the gutter, yeah. Put it on the stove. Been whipping so long, yeah, bleed through my pores. But boy, the raw get gone before I finish this song.
Oh,
I can't hear that. I'm gonna come back in.
Check, 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 check. Check, mic check, mic check. Can y'all
I
hear me
can hear
now?
that. Yeah.
We good. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Had to pop out, pop back in on y'all. Let me bring down my banner. All right, we're gonna try this again. Welcome to the SPS Podcast, Statistics, Problem Solutions, where we'll be talking about the day's topics and bringing it to you all as a people, man. Getting y'all feedback and some y'all opinion on what we got going on. So before we get started, see if I can let some of my panelists back in. I think they've been dropping on and off. Check, check, check. Everybody good?
Good, good. Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there's CC. She just popped back in. I'm gonna get everybody back in here first before I start introducing panelists. How was y'all day so far? Y'all had a good day?
Slow motion, can't complain.
Man, I was fucking around with Nick Nash, bro. Bro had a video shoot yesterday, dog. Like, I'm tired, bro. Tired. It's been one of them days, but it was cool, man. We had a good time. That Tim House gonna go crazy when he get them visuals done. Well, I think we got enough to at least start the conversation. We'll wait for some more to come in, but we'll start introducing our panelists to everybody watching. So, y'all welcome Shakidra to the stage. Y'all make some noise. What's up, Shakidra? Also in the building, we got CC. What's going on, CC? Already. We got Bino in the building. What's good, Brody?
What's good with it?
Already. And last but certainly not least, we got my brother Wardy. What's going on, brother?
What up, what up?
Bless. All right. And I am your host, Jay Strada, for this evening. Well, the semi-host. So we're going to do the show a little different. This is called our Potluck show, where I allow my panelists, as well as some of you all that watch faithfully, to kind of give me some questions that you all wanted to pose. And so the way we're going to do it tonight is if you had a question, you'll give context for your question, you'll ask your question, and you'll get the order and how you want your question to be answered and by who. Everybody cool with that?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, dope. Let's get it. Well, we can start with the ones on the panel. Let's do that first. So, who do I want to go first? Let me see.
Hey, Strata, you want me to? I'm live too. Okay.
Yeah, you good, bro. I see it just popped up. You good, you good. So, matter of fact, we'll go with you first, Bino. I'm gonna put your question up on the screen and take over, bro. Like I said, I'm just a panelist now. I'm ready to answer some shit. So, put your question at the bottom.
What are the most important qualities in a relationship, and what are the flaws y'all can look over? I'm gonna go ahead and go. Since we over dominated, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Wardy first. Let Wardy get his out the way. What are the most important qualities in a relationship to you, Wardy? What are the flaws that you can look over?
I the most the most important qualities in a relationship to me is truth, trust. You know, and that's the most important qualities. And something I can look over, a flaw I can look over.
A flaw you can look over forever. It's gonna be there. It's not going nowhere. Give me three.
Mm.
Three,
Yeah, three
Mm.
flaws.
God, ugly feet. I can overlook ugly feet. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Snoring,
And give me a personality trait flaw.
personality trait flaw.
Yeah.
Um, does like is like blondness a personality flaw? Like like somebody being like a blonde all the time.
Like a Hillary, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Like for real. So yeah, that's I can overlook it though because I get it. Like every, you know what I'm saying, everybody where they at. So I could overlook it though.
CC. What you
Yo.
got for me, CC? I did something light for y'all. This you know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
real light.
Right.
Oh, I'm so picky. All right. So important is trust, loyalty, um, being a good communicator. That's very important to me. Um, someone who has great comprehension skills. Because even though you can talk, you may not understand a lot of stuff. I need you to understand what the hell is coming out of my mouth. Um, flaws that I could look over.
Three.
Mm.
The
They could
only
be
thing that
physical. You could
nah, I'm gonna go with what Wardy said because I probably could overlook snoring because when I'm tired, I snore. So I probably could overlook that from somebody because I'm probably gonna be asleep before you anyway. Um, so I could overlook that. I don't like feet. I don't want to really touch your feet and nothing like that. I'll take you to a spa and let you get your feet done and somebody rub on. I'm not gonna do that. So I can overlook.
so
And
you can overlook ugly feet.
if he got ugly feet, I'm cool with that. I'm just don't
Okay.
worry about touching on or nothing because I'm even if you have pretty feet, I'm not. I'm not a person. I'm not touching.
Okay.
That's
So
real.
I can overlook if he have ugly feet. That don't matter to me. And those are the only two flaws that I can overlook. Anything else, I can't.
What? You gotta give me a personality flaw.
I can't overlook it.
Yeah.
Can't overlook it.
Too funny.
Hey, look though. What about if that's your dude thing? Like he like, babe. What about on Valentine's Day? Or what about on birthday? Can't you just rub my feet on my birthday or Valentine's Day?
I'm gonna pay the best spa that money can buy.
Ah, I'm with the
I
compromise.
feel
I
it
like
though.
that. I like that.
I'm not doing it.
So no person she can't look over no personality flaws. You can't have a little stubbornness. You can't
No,
uh
because that is within me too. So if you stubborn, I'm stubborn. We not gonna get nowhere. And I'm stubborn as fuck. So yeah, I can't overlook stuff.
damn boy, that's you running a tight race.
Right. That's tough.
Tight race for the fellas. Fellas, it's over. Kiki.
Sorry.
Talk to me, Kiki. Talk to us.
Important qualities: respect, loyalty, um, having a sense of humor, having goals set in mind, working towards those goals, all that good stuff, good qualities. Flaws I couldn't look over. Hmm.
You can give me physical flaws, but it's got to be at least one personality flaw. Now you got to do two since Cece ain't do none. You got to do two. You got to clean up one for her. Yeah, make it
Uh,
fair.
Somebody somebody that's not easy. Ugh. Somebody with no ambition, settling. I can't do that because I feel like if you ain't trying to go nowhere, then I can't go nowhere with you, and we just gonna be stuck. And I'm always trying to go forward in anything that I'm doing. Um,
Okay, you can't look over that one, but which ones you can look over though?
I can look over. Yeah.
He don't clean up. Well, he
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah. That's fine. He don't. If he don't clean up, like leave here and there, I'm okay with it because you know that's what I do by nature. I mean, I have kids, and that part don't bother me, to be honest. Yeah, that part don't really bother me. Um, Leaving the toilet seat up, stuff like that. Stuff don't trigger me to a point where no, stuff like that is okay. That's cool.
Okay, okay. Peaches. Oh, I'm gonna do like Strata do since he's not the host today. Everybody, welcome to the stage, Peaches, y'all.
Thank you. What's up?
Peaches, we were just getting into the first question. We starting off like my question was, what are the most important qualities in a relationship for you, and what are the flaws that you can look over?
Okay. Oh, you want me to go ahead and answer?
Yeah, it's on you.
I would say the most important qualities, definitely loyalty, respect. You gotta be ambitious.
Okay.
It's like a lot. I mean, you gotta have some type of morals and beliefs or something.
Ooh.
Okay, that's three. That's 3, 4. You can. I mean, you can keep going if you want, but
That's good.
I want to get into these flaws because everybody
Yeah.
want the same respect, loyalty, trust. For me, really, it's this flaw. What flaws can you look over? You can do physical if you want, but you got to give me a personality flaw as well. Like, what's something y'all can look over?
Probably a lot of past trauma, because I feel like something we can kind of work over. I can only look over like past trauma if you're willing to do the work to actually get over it. Let me see other flaws. What are some example of flaws you're?
I don't know what some flaws y'all be seeing. So give me some strata water. What's some flaws they be? You know what I'm saying?
Some flaws that we be overlooking as guys.
That they say we have as guys, I guess, or that
Damn, being stubborn.
Not romantic.
not
Yeah.
romantic, being stubborn.
I'm a Pisces, so you gotta have some sense of romance about you.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What's romance? What is like? Can you give me some examples of what romantic stuff is?
Sure. Since you asked.
Yeah, please do.
Right.
Honestly, it could be like some of just like small gestures. Everything don't have to be like gifts, but some type of words of affirmation that's kind of romantic. If you choose to do like the flowers, rose petals, romantic dinners, massages,
Walk on the beach.
yeah.
Man.
So not smacking on the butt.
Oh,
That's probably over. I'm sick of that. No.
All right. Well, I got a follow-up question to that. How frequent do y'all want these romantic things y'all be talking about? Like, is it once a week, once a month? Like, you feel me? Like, because a lot of women say they want men to be romantic, but like, what do y'all? What's the difference between being spontaneously romantic and consistently romantic, and which one would you rather have?
I think for me, maybe spontaneous. Hopefully that spontaneous got some type of consistency.
Says spontaneous and consistent. I'm with it.
I mean, but it don't have to be like something like every day or so. Not unless we living in Orange County, California, because they put roses on each corner for about $5. doesn't. You can at least spend about $5 a month.
That's funny. So what if a dude did the same consistent thing romantically? Would y'all kind of lose your value in it? You feel me? Like if he went there and got the same roles all the time, like, do you think it's possible for a woman to become numb to their man being romantic if he was consistent enough?
Oh, we already know that they get numb to that rose. We already know that rose ain't gonna come anyway. So you know what I'm saying?
Just keep it tall. It's real shit, bro.
If they get numb to that, they damn sure could get numb to the romance, huh?
You feel me? That's
That
what
part.
I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know. They ain't said nothing. I don't know. We might be hitting on some truth.
For me, I had a person who would, if I had like a bad week or a bad week at work, a bad week, he would do something really nice for me. Like take me somewhere that he heard me talking about, getting some of my, like a pair of my favorite, something like that. Like, he would do nice things. Take me, I like the beach. Take me to the beach. He would do stuff, but it would be different stuff depending on how my week, how much hell I went through that week. But it was different. And I think weekly because I enjoyed that. I felt spoiled at that point, really. So I think I would want that like weekly. Now, I don't have to do it every day, but weekly, yeah. But if vice versa, he spoiled me through the week. I want to know how your week went, and I think it suited him the same way that it suited me because he probably had a terrible week.
Makes sense.
What we got? That's everybody, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't think I went. Yeah, I ain't going.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go.
Damn, that's fucked up, bro.
Man, you been on.
Yeah, I saw saying
I gotta go too.
Either. Yeah, you gotta answer your question. But let me see. What are the most important qualities in a relationship? Femininity, I think, is probably my top one. I think femininity covers a lot of mentalities, how they act. Like, you just gotta be feminine. They jump straight to the flaws that I could look over. Damn, that's gonna be tough. Clinginess. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why I can look over clinginess, right? Because I really don't be liking that shit, but I can tolerate it. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, if you don't get the fuck off me, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? So I can look over the clinginess, but sometimes that shit's annoying. But that's a flaw I'm willing to look over. What else? If she was, damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. My deal breakers are my deal breakers, bro. Like, I don't be looking over too many flaws on God. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But if I don't, that's about the only one I can think of, bro. Like, clinginess. I'm trying to think. You say a personality one, right?
Yeah.
All right, a personality.
Give me a physical one too.
Okay, and a physical one. You know what I can look over? Her, and it's gonna sound crazy, but her breast size. Like, I'm not really a breast dude. So, like, that shit is negligible to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, body types in general is kind of negligible to me because I feel like, or I believe that the chemistry, whatever your body look like in terms of being big up top or big at the bottom, like, I can kind of work around that. Like, some people might see it as a flaw, but that's something I get around. I also think weight is a flaw that's negligible to me only because I can get you in shape. You feel me? Like, we can get there together. So that's negligible. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you got some type of willingness in your mind, but that goes back to being feminine. Like, if you're feminine, then you'll be up and prone to wanting to be led by a masculine man. So, but yeah, that'll probably be my three. The weight, bust size, and all that stuff. And what was my first one? I forgot.
Clinginess.
Yeah, that one. And clinginess. Yeah. That's what I got, bro.
Yeah. CJ, give it to me, CJ. Welcome CJ to the stage, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, all right, what we talking about? What we talking about?
What's my guy? Hey, listen, real quick. You know, we're about to get on to the next question, but real quick, give me your most important qualities. The most important qualities in a relationship that you look for your significant other to have, and flaws that you can look over. What flaws can you look over as well as the qualities?
What flaws can I look over?
Yeah. Personality, physical, give me a little mix of both.
Most important qualities. Hey, she got. I don't like a woman that's like too tough and aggressive. I ain't got time for all that. I'm already trying to be less aggressive and being with them. So it's like I ain't got time for no woman to be that. So I need her to be as feminine as possible at this point because there ain't too many of them out here today. So definitely increase on the femininity and be more soft spoken or just be more soft in general. I like. I've always went towards a woman that likes to work out, that likes to be in shape. I can't stand someone that just kind of like a couch potato, ain't trying to work, ain't trying to be in shape. Just eat healthy. Like you gotta have some type of discipline towards your health. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to be with you for the long run. You can't be like, we hit about 40, 50s, you got all these health problems, you might not make it to even C60, So that's a big thing for me. A woman has to make a big deal about her health. A flaw that I can overlook.
The flaws always get us.
A flaw that I can overlook. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a woman that had a flaw that I just kind of let slide. Man, this one girl, man, she did have like a little chip too. I'm kind of big on girls with nice teeth, but I kind of let it rock. Hey, I'm trying to think of like flaws that I saw in a woman, but I rocked with her overall. It was that one little thing. So I say it's that.
Give me a personality flaw. One personality
flaw. A personality flaw would be someone that is that's trust issues overtake her emotions. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Like no matter, it could be something small. You could have just like had your phone, and you just put your phone down, and she like, who you texting, who you talking to? I don't like that. I could have just been out with the boys, hanging out, and then I come back, and she trying to double check to make sure who you out, who you with, blah blah blah. I don't like that. Don't go out here questioning me, asking what I'm doing. I really don't be doing nothing. But I don't like that. I don't like when you got trust issues that are like so high that they definitely take over your personality or your emotions and you react before you think. I don't like that. That's a big one for me.
That's real.
That's real. Brittany, how you doing, Brittany? What you cooking?
Yeah.
Hey everyone. The kids want a hamburger tonight and French fries, so we made some patties up, me and my daughter.
That's what a guy.
That's
You got the apron going.
You got the apron on. I thought you was doing peach cobbler or something.
No, she gave me the apron. She wanted me to put a bonnet on, but I knew I would have to watch all. I got braids, the eggs falling on food, so we good.
We was right on this first question. So you came in right on the ass in on the first question, which was my question. What are the most important qualities in a relationship that you gotta have, and or that you look for, and what are the flaws that you can look over?
All right, most important qualities in a relationship. Definitely trust. You got to be able to trust somebody, and loyalty and communication. I guess with my three main things that's important qualities in a relationship, and probably I don't know if it's a flaw, but maybe if they're not the cutest or something like that, like something physical, like you can probably overlook.
And one personality flaw.
Personality flaw. I don't know, like, too friendly. I don't need about too friendly. Like,
you can look over that though. You can look over being too friendly though.
Yeah, as long as I might tell her, look here, like, chill out. Like, and then I hope. And they come be looking at her like, I left all my man jokes. Like, he ain't that funny. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can see that. I can see that is real. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's real.
Facts, I can see that. I don't know, man. For me, the most important qualities is like Strada and CJ emphasize of femininity. That's the first thing. Like everything else come with it. But at the same time, that don't mean be soft neither. Like you can't be no pussy neither. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like I don't mind you like blanking sometime, like hit me across the head, but it got to be only when necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, need medium femininity.
yeah, I
Level
want you to be a
medium.
When
pushover
might be
feminine, but you gotta be feminine with a little bit of. You still gotta have that backbone, that 10-toe strong type femininity though. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, and the flaws, like Wardy said, ugly feet. I ain't gonna really mess with them if they ugly, but I can look over them though.
You definitely gonna look over.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind bald headed girls. You ain't gotta have the best. You ain't gotta have Indian in your hair. We keep your head done. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I don't know,
So if they're missing a few edges, they okay.
because there's levels
Hey
of
man,
bald head,
look,
bro.
look,
I need
look,
more,
man.
G.
I
Like,
ain't
What's
talking about
bald
bald
head?
head, bald head, bro. I'm talking about,
Are we talking about like skin? Are we talking about she got a Caesar fade? She got
not like a
waves.
fade. I'm talking about, little stingy, like your grade, little stingy. You know what I'm saying? You came up
Oh,
rough. I don't
Is
mind
her
that.
hairline back here? Like, did she start to scout when she get braids? Like, who we
Man, these
talking?
weaves and wigs is crazy these days, bro. Like,
I
it's
don't like
crazy. You ain't got to trip off none of that for real. Like, you
I
know what I'm
don't
saying?
like
Like, it's crazy. Like, the hair is crazy these days. So, I can look over that. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you keep your head done. And personality is, I don't like when females don't, like, they shut down or avoid a problem that needs to be solved. Like, I can't look over that. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like, that's I can't do that. I can't do no shutdowns.
you can't overlook. I mean, you can overlook it.
Oh, I can't. Now I can't overlook that. What I can't
Oh,
overlook is being naggy, a nagging fee. I can understand. I can
you can look over that.
deal
I
with a
could
female
overlook
that's
that
gonna
because
blow your
it comes
phone
with
up all the
reasoning.
damn time.
Yeah,
Huh?
I
I can
can
nag.
overlook it, but it's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna just tune you the fuck out anyway. So you can
Yeah.
do
That's
it.
why I say I can overlook that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
You can
I
do
can
what you want
overlook.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
can
hear you.
overlook nagging. You know what I'm
You
saying?
done?
you know
I be
what? Now that I
gaslighting
hear
on you, bro.
how y'all worded it, I could overlook a woman with a small chest. It can't be smaller than mine because I ain't got much nothing anyway. But a small chest is cool. I ain't about to trip on that. But if you
Oh yeah,
walk around here with them, if you walk around with them pancake booty, I can't. I
You
can't.
can't do a flat
I
butt.
need. I no. No, that's a no go. That
I
is a
ain't,
complete
bruh.
no go. If she gotta have some
Bruh.
hips, some thighs. If she look like she squats, I'm with it. I support you. I'll squat with you. I'll be your spotter.
Hey,
No, I
I
can't
feel
do it. You
you.
ain't walking. I ain't about to slap your butt and then I hurt my hand in the process like I'm slapping the wall. I'm not, it's not happening, bro. I'm not with. I don't support that at all.
Oh
You
You
gotta
shit.
talk
have
about
like
flat or just you talk about little butt or just flat butt?
no. She gotta have yams on them. I'm
Yeah, I can deal
sorry.
with a
She
little butt.
gotta.
I can't deal with funny shaped butts.
I mean, if
Facts.
you want a little girl
big
that you
black,
can just break in
big
half,
black
that's on
with a
you.
little
I
cup.
need somebody with. I need them thighs that when I grip them, I got big hands. If I grip your thighs and your thigh is still, there's still more extra thigh for me to grip. I likes that. I needs that in my life. All right, so nah,
How's she gonna
I
be in
can't.
shape and be like that though?
Hey, bro, it's possible. Whoever said that, come on now, come on
Now
now,
I'm saying,
come
but
on now. Matter of
I'm
fact,
saying,
yeah, I seen a photo of Javonna jumping out of a plane. She got thighs on her like that. That
Javon's slim.
that.
Javon's
She
slim.
in the military though. That might be different. I don't know, but even then, there's women outside the
Slim.
military that's built like that. So nah,
When you say I'm
Okay.
thinking, you thinking like Buffy or Megan or something.
Buffy, no, well, that's two different thighs. But even then, still, yeah. I had to think about it for a second. I was like,
Bruh.
hold on, now that's two different thighs. Now Buffy,
Say, bruh
she
need a
triple
wagon
caked up.
approved. Bruh need a wagon
Yeah,
approved.
yeah. And Megan, she got it, but she more in shape. But nah, both of those is acceptable. You just not no BBW, but you gotta have some thighs on. You can't
I
be
got
out
you.
here on twig. I can't do it.
I got you.
All right. Well, before Bino picks the next person to pose a question, I'm gonna read some of the lives that have come in, some comments, and then Bino, you'll pick the next person to ask their question. So Janetta said, I want to have both if possible, but don't want when you can make it special moments when you can think of your type ish. You want better head though, don't you? And you want more ass though. Try these tricks, see what you can get, huh? That was a lot.
Hold on,
That was
wait.
a lot.
Hey, slow that down, cause I think
Bro,
this
my bad. And I'm a great reader, I promise y'all. But like trying to read and comprehend where it was going, Jeanette, I got love for you,
That
but
sound like some bars
boy.
though, bro. Like
Right.
let's run that back, bro.
All right,
Like
we'll
a
run it
J.
back. Let me
Cole
try it
verse. Run
again.
that shit back. What did he say? What she
Okay,
just
it's
said?
Monday. I'm gonna read it slow. I would want to have both if possible, but don't when you can make it special moments when you can thinking of you type ish. You want better head though, don't you? And you want more ass though, huh? Try these tricks and see what more you can get.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
I
talking
get it
about
now.
the romance.
Right.
Yeah,
Talking about
Like
the
she don't want it
romance.
one way. Right. I get it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Pardon self. You
She
was
said you
fine. That
better
was
do
me
some
reading.
romantic shit. You want some good head and ass.
Yeah,
You
it
talking
makes
about-
sense.
Got it.
Got it now. Hold on. It was another one that just disappeared on me. Sade pretty much was saying that we done damn. She on all our lists. Like, bro, she fucked up out here. She was like, y'all harsh. Trying to find the comment. Yeah, she was like, she on all our flaws. So she in the
But we
chat
said we
struggling.
can overlook it though. We
Yeah.
overlook all that.
That's a flaw you can overlook.
No, that's real. But that's all we got for now, man. You know, Jasmine in the chat, she said, "What's up, y'all?" That's it. All right,
Okay.
Bino, who going next, bro?
CC, go ahead, CC.
All right, let me find a question. So
I'm
CC,
decisive,
give
man.
us.
It ain't hard. Go ahead, CC. Just go.
So CC, give us some
Rock,
backdrop
paper,
on
scissors,
where your
CC.
question come from. You feel me? Then you ask a question. I got it at the bottom of the screen. You're muted.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, she wilding, bro. She's on one, bro. Yeah, I need you to unmute because you gotta explain this. So go to management one.
So much. I be wanting to know, do guys still will they cut people off a certain thing, and how or how can it be truthful?
Ho. Time out. No. I need you to get by some good Wi-Fi. I need you to drive somewhere because I need to hear this. I'm reading that question. I don't know. You can get closer to your phone, but I don't want to list none of this context. So get right. Get right, CC, because you asked some shit right then. But go ahead. Pardon self.
All right. So the question, as you see, have you ever been in a relationship or like dating someone and you ate them out? This is for my man. Well, I mean, women, if you have to, whatever.
She's like, nah, I don't know.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
They're
You gotta
like,
worry
nah,
about
they
me
straight.
answering that.
And the female didn't taste correct. And how did you go about it? And is it a relationship killer?
Pick your poison. Who you want to answer? You got to pick the order they answer it.
I want the man to answer it.
I know. You got to pick. You pick who you want to answer it in the order.
The first one, let's go with Woody.
You muted, bro.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. That's definitely a relationship killer to me. That's over. That's something I can't overlook that. Because
do you tell her?
Huh?
Do you tell
He said, huh?
I'm gonna tell her like, I mean, I'm saying, all right.
All right, let me take you on the scene.
Hold on.
Let me take you on the
Is
scene
this
real
something
quick.
is this something like first time shit, or is this something that happened to be over time type shit?
Let's say, for instance, you meet a female, y'all talking for maybe, let's say 3 months, 4 months. And then y'all, because in that time, y'all not having sex, y'all building, y'all bonding, y'all getting to know each other. And then, y'all ready to go to the next level. And you go down there and it's not right.
I'm saying, is it all the way fucked up? Like don't taste right?
Yo, he about to hit y'all with the I got to see it through, my boy. That's what he trying to do.
I'm saying, for real.
It don't
Because if
taste
it
right.
stank, I ain't gonna make it to taste.
A smell you can fix instantly. But don't taste it.
See, wait a minute. I'm not gonna eat the coochie if it stank, bro. I can't even make it because my stomach weak and that shit'll turn over, and so I can't do it. So you gotta come right. So that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Be done
And
threw
then
up on your belly type shit.
if it ain't, and then it got that real tart like taste to it, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, I'm gonna say something like, hey, yo, I don't know, like it's something different. Like you been like what you been eating, like you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to slip it in like that so I can get in that conversation. Like you might need to check your pH balance, or might need to see how like because kind of tangy. It's like kind of like on my lip, it was burning a little bit. Like it was like tangy, like it was tangy on my tongue. So yeah, but yeah, I'm like if it's bay though, but if it's like first time, I can't do that again. I can't do that again. I can't do that again. It won't be no second time for me.
So then you're just done with her after that point, or you still date her and don't eat her box.
Like I said, if this is somebody that I'm like after 4 months, then you gonna let me go down on you and your joint ain't right. Nah, it's other issues that I believe that you hiding from me other than that. So yeah, I'm done with that. But if it's Bay and Bay kind of something happened to the pH and like, yeah, we gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let her know because we got that kind of conversation. I mean that kind of relationship. Like, but yeah, that's over. If it's just from the 4 months, you made me wait 4 months and your shit ain't perfect. Nah, boy.
Okay. Let's go, CJ.
God damn. All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. So I heard you gave like a little extra content. You said about 90 days of talking, and we finally about to do the do. And I get a little taste. I gotta taste that shit. Like I can't just the smell can't just hit the nose, and I'm just like, yeah, party over. Like I gotta sample. I don't even fuck with
It's
sushi
no
like that.
smell.
Like
It don't smell like anything. It
Right.
just don't taste right.
That part.
odorless tart. That's wow.
That's wow, right?
Not yet.
All right, I'm gonna say it party over. Cause I know me. I feel like I'm gonna be a whole asshole in that moment. I know I am. I can't predict exactly what I'm gonna say in that moment because it ain't never happened. But I know me. I'm gonna be bluntly honest and give no shits because I feel like you just downright disrespecting my lip. So no, I'm gonna come out the ass on that one. Nah, we done. We done. You might get cut slammed the fuck out, but nah. That's disrespectful as hell. Like you couldn't just if we talking about 90 days now, you have more than enough time to shave, get cleaned up, shower, do what you gotta do, drink some water, eat some fruit, and you couldn't do that shit for me? Nah, fuck that. I just think about it make me mad. Nah, fuck that. Fuck her. Like it ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Disrespectful son of a
it's
bitch.
disrespectful, like because a guy like me, like, yeah, make sure that the family jewels is clean, might get a little trimming, I'm gonna get right. Yeah, and you telling me you couldn't get right? You couldn't let that thing like just let some some hot flavor juices just like steam up there. So, man, look, fuck her, like party over. It ain't happening. Like the no, you done got me mad on that.
You gonna stop immediately, CJ?
What? The moment she gonna try to get this basically say it's an odorless surprise. No. What? So I'm about to be like, yeah, I'm about to hit you with this fucking tongue lashing 5,000. I get down there and you done burnt the whole side of my mustache off with your pH balance. You got me fucked up. Now I'm mad. Now I'm cussing you, slam the fuck out.
Hey, what is
I'm cussing you out while holding on to the side of my lip and trying to get dressed with the other hand. No, man. Cardio. That's horrible. Ain't no fucking
what did you say it was called again?
90 damn days.
No, you about to hit it with the what? What was that? You was about to hit it with the what?
She done. Party over.
The tongue lasts 5,000. What was that?
Yeah,
the tongue lasts 5,000. And she gonna burn your whole damn man. No, you done fucked up the merchandise, man. No.
Bleach.
How am I go to the next chick with that? No, man. She done.
Let's go.
Hey. You on mute, bro. Yo.
What about now?
Yep. Good, bro.
Okay, yeah. I'm like the guys. I'm about to say you. I always smell my food before I taste it, but if we talk about
It's an odorless.
ain't no seasoning, ain't no smell on that bit. Can't smell that bit. Ain't no seasoning out there. For me personally, I ain't never came across a female that shit tastes like the actual peach or strawberry or pie or none of that shit. No way. It got an acquired taste. So besides the acquired taste, like it's just off. I'm gonna be real tight about that, like, cause it's a surprise. It's the shock factor. Like, I don't know how that's even possible. Like, that's some shit I never knew that could happen. You feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna be tight about it. And it's a relationship killer. It's a communicating killer. It's a block number. It's you got me fucked up. It's every type of thing you could think of. But the way I might handle it though, I might just stop and just look.
That nigga said stop and look.
You gotta get his body together. Like, is this happening?
Tell me something, bro. I'm gonna give you a chance to tell me something, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the silent treatment for a minute. I'm just gonna get up in the bed and just sit up straight, like, you know what I'm saying, and try to process that shit. But what I'm trying to do is avoid fussing at you and being disrespectful and cursing and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but if you keep like, whoa, what's going on? I'm be like, you gotta check that out. What you mean? I go check what out and all this other shit. Like,
now you gotta hit it with that quick finger to nose. I mean, like,
but it's an odorless. It's an odorless.
It's odorless.
It's odorless.
Oh, well, you about to have to rub that lip one time, then like bam, bam.
But yeah, no, that's definitely a relationship killer, man. I think for me, hygiene and health is important though, for real. Like,
damn right.
Without the taste and part, I ain't trying to smell none of that, nothing. You feel me? And luckily, you know what I'm saying, over my adult experience, towards the older adulthood, I ain't never had problem. Like, I never came across females like that. Maybe younger, like real young when you ain't got nothing no business doing something. But I ain't never came across females who wasn't taking care of their body on that tip, at least. You feel me? So that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Hey, look, Bino, you ain't never ran across a chick that used them strawberry sticks or nothing?
I mean, yeah, if you do stuff like that, yeah.
Oh, you said you ain't never had it taste like fruit or
yeah. If they doing little tricks and stuff, I'm just talking about on the normal, bro. Like
natural.
No. Hey, pause for the cause. What's strawberry sticks? What is that?
This nigga need notes. CJ about
like,
to
what is that?
It's like
that sounds like a conspiracy.
It's like a coochie laxative, bro. That damn tastes straight like strawberry juice type shit.
I'm good. That sound about as fucked up as weaving wigs. No, fuck that.
Hey. Yeah, you said it sounded fucked up as what?
As weaves and wigs. Like, no, what the fuck? That fake shit. I'm gonna go down to the girl and she tastes like strawberries. I'm gonna think this ain't right. Like,
that nigga said that shit is GMO. It's GMO.
Yeah, hey, for real.
From that, bro. That ain't natural.
Like, what the fuck? That ain't natural. Like,
no, man.
It sounds like it's a good time though. I ain't done it before, so I can't knock it.
I'm good.
That shit. We'll have to talk in the back chat. Report the management with the
just take a nice thorough shower and just taste fresh. How about that?
My TikTok be on some other shit sometime, boy. I be lost in them back.
Nigga, the algorithm is algorithming, boy.
The algorithm, yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Algorithming out that bitch.
I be seeing some shit on TikTok.
Let's go, Strata.
Okay. I'm gonna start this. We're gonna start this.
Well, they gotta say okay, but they exhale at the same time. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with a PSA before we get to the question. Ladies, stop douching. That shit is fucking your pH balance up. Please stop putting soap the fuck down there. Soap does not belong in the vaginal canal. You are fucking your smells up, bro. Water only. Ladies, also, y'all, and it's gonna sound crazy. Some of y'all hoes, and I'm gonna call you hoes, not the ladies, but some of y'all trifling hoes for this. I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all hoes need to learn how to wipe yourselves. I don't know who the fuck taught y'all how to wipe, like between bowel movements and urine, but y'all be wiping fucked up. Like, you got the little dark shit to go down your crack. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I gotta give, context for all this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a host, so I can talk my shit tonight, right? So once we got past all of that, there's a few things we got to keep in mind. The vagina does have a natural smell and a natural taste, right? Because the pH is a little off. It's not all the way basic, right? So I can get to that. But if the way I set it up, I try to set it up so that there's a showering involved for both of us before we even get to the point where we fucking. So in my mind, you done got out your funky ass out of the shower. You laid in my bed and you are still rotting. Bro, I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out, bro, because it's like you
slam the fuck out. Oh, shit, that's why you my nigga, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I done gave you every chance in the world. And again, I get it, y'all. Like, shit happen, you get sweaty. So again, in my mind, the shower, get whatever the fuck you need to get right in the shower, right? So in my mind, if you coming out the shower smelling like that, then I need an intervention. Like, we gotta take you to go get tested or some shit. Like, we gotta have some deep conversations. Like, what was the last dude you was with? Like, is it itching down there? What the fuck going on? So if it's that fucked up, like you talking about CC, and it don't taste right, then it's a no-go, because I gave you every chance in the world to get it right, bro. You feel me? Like, I don't even play like that, bro. Like, and again, fellas be having musty balls and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. You know what I'm saying? We sweat. So, you take your shower, get your shit together too. You know what I mean? You manscape. So if I done did all my prepping and I got the shower good for you straight, and that shit's a no-go, bro. And I'm gonna say it in such a serious tone to where she ain't even get mad, but like, yo, you good? It's kind of crazy down there. You straight, bro? Like, what you been doing? What you been eating? And I use that time like it's a teachable moment. I ain't fucking, because again, like, the little head don't respond to that. You feel me? Like, my body just, I don't know, as I got older, sex is way more mental anyway. So those little things, like, I won't even get aroused in situations like that, because now I'm like, yo, you just fucked the mood up. You know, fuck the whole vibe up type shit. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at with it. Pardon self. Yeah, I'm not the host. I'm going to management. Don't even worry about it.
Please do.
Hey, what about y'all? Listen, when y'all let me see. How did y'all go about it when y'all had oral sex with a man and, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't right? Have y'all been through that experience?
Yeah, but he was my man, so I ain't care.
Okay. What was like? He was hard day at work type shit?
Probably so.
Okay.
Wait a minute, what you look past, CC? I'm sorry, what was going on?
My man.
Her face was like, oh, hold on, what?
Yeah, start cooking and everything. Like, hold on, what? About to fuck them fries up.
Down there.
God knows I don't let them burn, baby. What's going on?
Right, it'd be a little musty, and you still gotta work.
So, okay, so you didn't wait for him to wash up. You just went on down there and blessed him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hey, that's a real shit, though.
Let's get a round of applause for her. She deserves that. Clap for that.
That's a real ass shit.
Yeah.
Brittany Peaches.
I ain't doing it, though.
I don't know about much.
Huh? You ever played with a little tart balls before?
No, you got to things got to be fresh. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
you wanted somebody down that field, nigga got that baby white, shit and everything.
You in the army too?
Baby white.
Come on now.
Hey. I'll sit there. Be out in the field and hey. If she really about it, I'll get these little unscented baby wipes real quick.
Now, Brittany, you was in a relationship at one time. Mary, I know every time won't. I know he couldn't have it right for you every time now, Brittany.
I mean, a little pee is okay, like a little salty, but not no much.
What?
A little what?
Oh, hey, boy.
Wait on, baby. I'm saying like
I fuck with Brittany. Now you get applause for that. Applause for Brittany and the pee.
A little bit on the tip. A little bit on the tip.
Pee ain't bad. Put on your big girl panties, man. This is a grown folk show.
Right.
Motherfucking protein.
You feel me?
Man.
Right.
Y'all crazy as hell.
And you go all the way through and you kids around, but swallow, like you a little pee ain't nothing.
It's all mixed, man. Tell them.
That part.
Swallowers or spitters? That's a good question.
Ooh, he went there.
What you say?
Swallows or spitters. Oh shit.
You done took it
Oh,
too
that's not
far,
part of her
Bino.
question.
Oh, damn.
I mean,
You know, you ain't taking too far. You ain't taking too far. You hit the nail on the coffin.
We'll say
It was
that
a
for the
bonus
live
question.
audience.
That's what that was.
We
That
say
was
that
a
for the live
curveball
audience.
question. That's all that was.
management.
No comprende.
Management, bro.
That was a
We gonna
curveball
get to the.
question.
No,
Hey,
that
look,
way. We're going that
hey,
way.
It was a curveball question
We'll
that
say that
deserved
for
an
the late
answer.
night show. Yeah,
I
late
can't-
night show. We say it for the late night. It's still daylight outside.
Yeah, too early for that. I'm gonna read the comments, man. Been cutting up in the comments, man. Shout out to TJ. He said, "Wait 90 days for that." Laughing. Janetta said, "Okay, and what's to say if she used the bigger dicks and yours don't even compare in size?" She is napping in the comments,
Right.
bro. Sheesh. Jasmine said, "Not the block number." Say what?
I said she probably got paid dicks, right? The little dildo.
Oh God. There we go. And we off. Jasmine said, "Not the block number."
Block.
TJ said, "Let all balls be musty one time. We never hit the end of it."
Hey, yo, what Netta say, bro?
Which one?
What's the last one? She just said what now?
Okay, and what's to say if she used the bigger dicks and yours don't even compare in size? Talking about us dealing with a girl with a bad tart taste. What's to say that she ain't used to bigger penises?
Damn. That comparison is kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, because your penis size is genetic. Your smell is something you can fucking control.
I guess that's
bro.
what she's saying. Like, what if it's somebody that's just born with the smell and they can't get rid of it? It ain't nothing wrong with it.
Somebody
no. Not in that category. This ain't gingivitis. This ain't Asperger's. No. Don't miss me with that bullshit. This is not the same thing.
That ain't no smell.
No. Like, no,
smell
stop
is
that.
It's not genetic.
That is not the same.
Halitosis. That's bad, bro.
Yeah.
All disgusting.
Then Janetta said, "Tell her to go to the bathroom and shower and come back so y'all can try again." Man, fuck that.
Nah, I can't do that.
I put you in the shower before. You feel me? Like
the smell locks into your mental.
We talking about 90 days. That means for 90 days she didn't shower while she was talking to me. No, we done.
Then Jasmine said, "What strawberry stick? That's unhealthy as fuck." And she was like,
Thank
"Yes,
you. That
CJ,
don't
no."
sound right.
Hold it like this. Okay, well, I'll wait till you finish reading comments.
Yeah. Then Jasmine said, "Never douche. Thank you. Front to back, ladies. Front to back. Front to back." Maisha is dying in the comments. TJ is cracking the fuck up. He said, "That's an instant shribber." What the fuck is a shribber? Shribbler? Oh, shriveler. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that's
like
definitely
it's gonna draw it up.
Yeah, that part.
That's definitely lights out, fellas.
Toby is cracking the fuck up in the comments, and Maisha is tagging everybody she know to get the fuck in here to watch what the hell we got going on. And Jeanette is weak. That's where we at with it so far.
So look, okay. So my question is, I did have a phone call right then. So did anybody say the men say that y'all, doing foreplay, using 2 fingers and then just slide in her mouth because look, she ain't. Okay, I didn't know if y'all had. Because she
in her mouth.
And be like,
think about that.
Yeah, you put it in her mouth and then she go like.
No, you said yours.
Yeah, Bino said it ain't no smell, so I said pop it in the mouth.
No, she said pop it in her mouth. She talking about putting it in her mouth. Like,
yeah,
go down there and put it in her mouth. Like,
Yeah.
do you like what you smell?
Across her nose, you said no smell, pop it in her damn mouth. Then, so she can see what I'm
I
talking
just want to
about.
make sure somebody said that. Because she kind of jerked her head back like, oh, like do a little blinky blink. That let you know
you got two different things though when it comes to that though, because you got some females who don't, they know dudes don't be washing their hands. They know dudes be doing every single thing with their hands. They won't even want you to touch them down there. And if that's their reason, can you really not go for that? Like say like nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
with your tongue, but you gonna put that
I'm saying, what if a female come up with that
let me
excuse?
smack them cheeks though.
Right. I started to say sex is pretty nasty and raw. So
yeah, I'm saying, but it's some that'll come up with that excuse. Like I don't like
what you're saying.
And you got to put the nails dirty. Well, you need to look at the nails. I mean, if they look like they mechanics and they got been digging potatoes, we got a problem. I need you to take care of that before you going down there. Right. And my goodness.
That part.
You got something that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ass man.
But that's what they claim anyway.
Y'all better take them showers. Hey, listen, man.
Look,
that,
you take about
20 minutes save your life.
4 or 5 shots. Ain't nobody thinking about none of that.
Shouldn't me.
I don't know. At our age, I mean, I don't know. I can't say I had too many experiences like that. Yeah, so I don't know, bro. Like, the dudes that come across stuff like that, I don't know what to say to y'all, man. For real.
If a dude come across something like that, you better do like CJ do, cuss her, slam the fuck out. Ain't no way. That's disrespect. Nah. 90 days. Hey, this what you do to me, bro?
He said 90 days.
Do y'all look at dudes nasty if they try to run y'all red light?
If it's your man, I mean, ain't nothing off the table.
Look.
How do
I'm
y'all
say
look
this
at
now.
dudes? Real
I'm say this now.
How y'all look at him? Like this
Don't
dude nasty as hell.
don't say if you a man. That is no. I am not creating a murder
know
scene.
in Africa they kick women out the whole damn village when they
If he a man, no. Fuck that.
Yeah, they do. They remove them.
Bro,
from
it's
the village.
plenty of dudes out here, bro. That will
run a
take
red
right
light.
to your face. They run red lights, bro. Don't you do that? It's plenty.
Not me.
Maybe they doing it on the end when it's light,
Right.
not when it's heavy.
Yeah.
I don't
the
know.
timing
I don't
matters.
know, but the end of the
I'm
beginning.
only spotting. Well, let me know when all the spots is gone.
I'm like you.
I'm not with it. I'm not. I can put a towel down. You're not fucking up my towel.
So you know.
No.
So you know what's
In the
going
shower.
on then. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm good.
Y'all
Then
niggas
somebody said
capping.
the shower.
Y'all
Man, no.
fuck it.
So
Y'all
now,
fucking
okay, I know this
capping,
is
bro.
all off topic from what y'all
I ain't
got
saying I
going
ain't never
on, but
did it
how
in my
many of
life,
y'all
but it's
men
just
folks?
the thought and the fucking the sight of that shit afterwards, bro. It's just like, oh my,
Man, no.
oh
That's
my
why you
Y'all
need to leave the
tripping.
We're
light
not.
off.
We're not about to have. We're not
Right.
about to be going at it, and the room start smelling like pennies. I'm not doing that, bro.
straight pennies and fucking massacre. When you cut that
That
goddamn
nigga
light
says
I'm
off,
not
pennies
with
and
it.
massacre. I need both of
I'm
y'all
not
to go
with
to
it.
management, bro.
Bro, I'm not
Jesus
with it.
Christ, bro.
I'm not with it.
I ran a
I've
few
had
red lights.
situations where we was going
I
at it
ran
and
a
the shit
few. I'm not
started in
even
the
gonna
middle
cap.
of the moment, and I stopped
These motherfuckers
everything.
capping, Brittany. They
Oh,
lying. They were
I'm
not running red lights. They
I
lying,
like
bro.
they lucky I ain't got my
how
sign.
did y'all
dead.
work that much for
I'm
7
dead
My
ass.
son's in
days,
the car.
5 days,
No way.
bleed, and still be alive?
Y'all
Somebody answer
lying.
that. Y'all know
These
some shit.
motherfuckers
Y'all
be
ain't telling
resurrecting
us.
themselves.
Y'all need, y'all
y'all
need to tell
capping.
somebody something.
Y'all capping. I ain't even gonna
I'm
get
not.
paid a lot like that.
How many of y'all let your significant other go beyond that? Keep going down.
What you mean? Say what?
Oh,
She
that's what
talking about.
they
She
see in
talking about
peaches.
let them go for the cooch and eat the butthole or
Oh
something.
no.
No,
I don't
Yeah.
play that, bro.
no,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
no.
Like it'll almost be reflex when you get punched in your face without me even thinking about it. Like what the fuck? Bow. Damn, what the fuck was that? My bad, bro. You good? Like I think you slipped up down there. Like you get punched, bro. Like I don't play that
Well,
shit, man. Like
they claim the G spot for the men is back there.
you
That's
right, but
cool. We
there's
don't.
other
It
ways to
ain't
get my shit
mandatory.
off. Yeah, it ain't
Yeah,
mandatory,
it's
bro.
not mandatory.
You get punched in your throat. I don't play that shit.
Boys,
Like I feel like the moment you do that to me, I'm
fellas.
your
Oh,
girlfriend. You
I'm just
feel
now
me? Like
getting what
I'm
she
your
said.
girl.
This shit just now registering to me. I
He
didn't
was
even
over here
register
lost.
what she said at first. Nah, yeah, that's definitely a reflex. That's
Man, you
definitely
get
a
punched in the
reflex.
throat, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
like what the fuck? But I
I'm
Do
gonna
mean,
suck
y'all
your G
feel
spot. It
like
ain't that serious.
men are either down low or bi if they let a girl do this?
I don't care to
no,
think that far deep into it
I'm
because
gonna
it
tell
ain't
you
happening
you're
to
this.
right.
me.
I'm
There
gonna
you
say
go.
this.
I don't
I'm gonna
think.
say this right here. I'm gonna tell you what an old school player told me before. He said, "Listen," and he's he and my family too. He said, "Listen, don't never let a female do that to you. Don't let nobody do that to you, for that matter, because it actually wakes up certain senses in your body, and how a lot of times men turn over to be doing that freaky shit with their butt, and they get into pegging, and they get into doing all the other shit, whether it's with a female or with another dude. A lot of times, their senses got waking up by having their little gooch played with at one time." And he said, "You don't want to never face that demon. If you never want to face that devil, don't never allow it to happen." That's
I
what an
told
old
you.
school player told me way
Yeah,
long time ago.
you become her girlfriend. Now you her girlfriend.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of dudes be like, a lot of dudes go
Not
into
the
it not
snap,
liking it.
Giovanna. Go to management. You snapping? Go to management, please. Thanks.
A lot of
I
dudes
saw
might
that.
go into it not liking it, and then it happens to them. Then they find out it's a different experience, a different sensation they never felt. Then they should start experimenting like a motherfucker. So just for that alone, just nah, never. It can never happen.
I'm good. I ain't that freaky. Like I said, maybe my figure got boundaries or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, but I'm good on that, bro.
Facts.
I ain't never had to
But
go that
to
far.
each his own though. Whoever do it,
Yeah,
I
do
know
what you do.
I know some real dudes that let females do their thing like that. You feel me? So to each his own.
Bro, I feel like I'm too grown to be having my legs hiked up in the air like I'm a damn baby getting my butt wiped. Like the fuck I look like, bro. Like I don't know. I don't think you come back from that. Like you can't masculine put your legs up like yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
how you come back from that? How you transition from that shit? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like y'all tripping.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not a host. Don't judge me.
When the
Hey, look,
females
you
that
finally
usually
got it
try to go
off
for the
there, so
guys
you
gooch,
finally
y'all
get to
used
get
to
it
be
off.
trying to
You
go
starting to
for
get it off.
y'all be trying if y'all ever did it. Y'all ain't gotta say if y'all did it or not. But for females that y'all know may have did it, when females be doing it, trying to do that to dudes, it be just trying to take a part of their masculinity, ain't it? Keep it real.
Ladies.
I'm gonna say no.
I wouldn't say taking their masculinity. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So back
Please.
in the day, right? I
Mm-hmm.
used to be a little fast ass watching porn and stuff. So I would see that type of stuff, and I wanted to try it. And the dude let me try it. To this day, he still talks to me and be talking to me about stuff like that. So it's like it must be a different feeling, a great feeling.
No, it's exactly what Bino said. You talking about you did this a long time ago, and that he still talking to you to this day. You done mentally
Right.
fucked that man
For real. You done unleashed a freak
forever.
on, bro.
You did exactly what Bino
Bro,
just
remind
talked
me of a
about.
little nut
You got
ass
me
freak
fucked
boy
up.
right
No,
now.
no.
Fucking with
Years
Cece.
later,
Cece, go to
he's still
management.
over here. Remember that one time when you did that one thing? Man, no,
Right.
no.
Yo, can we still no, my nigga? We cannot. Yes, to this very day. And I was a
Jesus
teenager.
Christ.
It's the fact that he's requesting it. No,
Right.
you done fucked him up forever. He's forever
Jesus
scarred
Christ.
by you off of that. No,
Fuck.
That's
It's gonna be a long
different.
show.
she
That's
she
different,
she got
bro.
this man on a hook forever. That's some spiritual control, man. No,
And guess what? As soon as he makes CC mad, she be like, "That's why you let your little butthole lick, motherfucker." And
Yeah,
he
because I
never come
know,
back from it. You feel what I'm
like I got
saying?
some
Like she got you for
homegirls.
life, big dog. You out of here. I'm just
I got
saying.
some female friends
forever.
I have talked to, in the past about that, and it's like that be their thing. Like that's their moment to feel like they are in control in that sex moment, in that sexual moment. You feel what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, most that they can do is get on top. You know what I'm saying? Whoop whoop. But like for the women that be seeking that mask, that they be seeking that power. That's why they do it to dudes. Like I have had a few homegirls that actually admit like it'd be really the trick. You feel what I'm saying? Really be hoodwinking. They really be, you know what I'm saying, rocking the baby to sleep. Like, cause they want to have that moment of control, that moment of power over that man in that moment. And once them dudes submit to it, it's like in their mind they always got like this type of power over them, bro. Like so, I don't know. That's why I say like I heard that before. Like that'd
You
be the
become her
reason.
girlfriend.
It's different from Cece just having a sexual experiment that she trying, but like for the ones that intentionally go around licking dudes' ass like Sukana, there's a reason why she be saying that, bro. Like she knows what she doing when she do that.
Jesus Christ. Lord be
Word.
offense.
So it's a weaponized tech.
It's a
Yep.
weaponized tactic. Yup.
That part.
Damn.
Jesus be offense over these guys, gooches.
Yeah.
Guys. In Jesus' name, amen. Blessings over the congregation. Yeah, CC, I think we're gonna wrap that up. You pick
Yeah.
who you want to go next, and I'll bring that question up. Jesus Christ.
Let's go. Let's go to Peaches.
All right, we're gonna do Javonna. Before we get to Javonna's question, I'm gonna read these comments. Yeah, they was cutting up in here, bro. Janetta somehow in this conversation asked, just like y'all know how both creamers and squirters, I guess she's talking about the way women, reach their climax. She said, "Oh my God, yo, I'm the fuck weak. Y'all tripping." Maisha said, "Not punched. Yes, punched. Literally, like you punched in your throat, bro." TJ said, "I'm a fool." Now we get this Javonna's question. Just bring it up, and I believe yours had a video, correct?
It did.
All right, let me see if I can. You want me to play the video first, or do you want to ask the question first?
I don't even know. Somebody's background is loud.
Yeah, somebody's background here is loud. Okay, quiet it.
All right,
Perfect.
so I read the question first, and then after that we can go to the video.
Okay.
All right, so the question again, thank God I'm going this so we can take our away from the sex. Myself away from the
For
sex.
real.
So I said, would you date someone with kids? Then how would you respond if the person you were with said they did not want to have kids? So I was well, I think it was like Saturday evening. I was out there working or whatever after the play, and one of the guys was just like, "Oh, I bought this like $20,000 engagement ring for this lady that I've been on her and blase blase, and she knew I didn't want to have kids." But I'm like, if you knew you didn't want to have kids, why would you continue to date her if you knew she wanted a child? So I guess him dating her the whole time thought that it was gonna change that. So I sent the video over so you can see like someone perspective. Then after the video, we'll come back and we'll
For
start
sure.
with CJ, then Bino, then Brittany.
All right. Shout out to Big Mike. He said that shit out of his league. He laughing at Brittany with that PP comment. She was a soldier for that one.
Oh yeah,
We
Brittany a
salute
real
you.
one. She a real one.
She a real one for
She
that.
ignore the little PP, the little drip. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? All right, let me get Javonna's video. Make sure y'all unmute so y'all can hear it.
No kids.
It's non-negotiable.
Her first has to be my first. That's non-negotiable.
I like that.
Damn, but what if you?
big one.
Well, let me ask you a question. So, let's say you go out with someone and she doesn't disclose it, right? You meet her.
It'll be disclosed before I even go out with you.
Has
I'm gonna
to
be
be,
on that
bro.
IG like looking. If it says raising a king in the bio, nope.
What if you meet her? What if you don't even meet her through social media?
Huh?
What if you don't meet her through social media? Would you ask?
Oh,
I'll know on the first date. That'll be one of the leading. I'll know that on the first
Hi.
date.
So you ask the
My
question.
name's Casey. You got kids?
Yeah, not that quick, but it'll happen like maybe
Right.
the third sentence. Like,
I told him that I would like it's an important.
All right. All right. Give us your order again.
All right,
Javonna,
so-
who you want to go first?
I see CJ's gonna drop off.
Right. CJ said I'm out.
All right, so I think I said CJ, Wardy, then Brittany. So we'll do Wardy, Brittany, then Dino.
Oh, let me read the question again. Okay, would you date someone with kids? Okay, how would you respond if the person that you were with? Okay. All right, so I would date somebody with kids. And if I was, is this my current situation like now, or is it just period?
I guess just period, because like for the context of the video, the guy, the follow-on question was just like, whether that person did not disclose they have kids up front.
That's kind of some of the first questions, like, that's kind of asked, like, we get to meet, how, name, what you like, you got kids, that's kind of like the first questions. But if they didn't disclose they had kids, that wouldn't be a problem for me, because I would date somebody with kids. Like that would, I think it's very rare to find somebody with no kids. So, but if I wanted kids, and I don't think that I would pursue a long-term relationship if I wanted kids and the person I was with absolutely didn't want kids. I don't think I would pursue a long-term relationship with them.
Okay. I know, like, some of the times, like, people are like, all right, if you come in with 2 kids, they come in with 3 kids. After a while, I'm like, all right, we don't need any more kids, but you don't have any kids together.
So that's all right. So, all right, like my current situation, right? This ain't, we kind of talked about it, but kind of not. But like, I have kids, 6, and my girl got 2. You know what I'm saying? So, but we don't have any kids together, and we gonna, want to get married or whatever. And I kind of only count my relationships if we got kids together. So, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know how that's gonna go. I already got enough kids. We got enough kids together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But has she brought that up?
Huh?
Has she brought that up about having a kid together?
She's on birth control, so, but yeah, the conversation floats around, especially, we both 30-ish years old, you know what I'm saying? So, last hoorah type conversations came up.
That's real.
But I don't want no kids, and I don't think that she will mind if we don't have no more kids, because I still got young kids, like 4 or 5 years old, like what I'm saying. So yeah, but I don't know. It might become like what I'm saying. We don't have kids together, and that'll be I don't know. What I'm saying. We might have to sit down and really speak on that one, like because it has came up in the past, like I said. So
okay, most definitely. All right, we need to go to Brittany, then Bino.
So yes, I would date someone with kids because I have 3 of my own. Um, but if he came up and said, "Well, I don't want anymore," or whatnot, if we were dating and things, I would have to kind of take in consideration because my daughter does want a little sister, and I totally don't work like that. Like I just can't say this is gonna be a girl. If we did try to do anything like that, if I was dating. But it would be a conversation to be had early on because I'm listening to Wardy saying what he's saying, but I'm like, to me, I want to kind of have to know that early before we even get engaged because it's like, why in the world? I don't know if you want kids. I do. I'm just saying if that's what she's doing, not saying if that's the case. But if she did, I want to know that early on because if not, I don't need to, like you said, be pursuing you knowing I'm not going to either fulfill that or if I do, I might have resentment if we do have a child because I really didn't want one. So it's going to be a lot of different emotions that could take place with that. So
That's
that would
real.
be a question I have. If I'm dating, I'm going to be asking him, hey, do you want more kids? You know what I'm saying? But granted, I'm about knocking on close to 40's door in a couple more years. So if it don't happen soon, it just ain't going to happen at all.
That's real.
right, I think that's where we kind of at with it. Like if like I said, she on birth control, so like it's
I mean, she can easily
very.
get off. I'm just saying, like, if that's something she really wants, and even like I know she probably has mad respect for you, so she kind of listens to what you say. Like, nah, I really don't want to, but she may suppress her feelings because maybe she really do want one with y'all, like to solidify y'all bond together. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
I
Some women
mean,
think like
like
that.
if she was to get off birth control, like I mean, I wouldn't change nothing I was doing. I'm gonna put it like that.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
if it happened, it happened.
But see, that's
There's
the
in
thing.
God's hands at that point.
Yes.
Time out. We got a question that came in live from the chat. Tyrell said, I got a question. What liquor was y'all drinking when y'all had kids? Holy shit. He
What you
went
say?
there.
I
What
was
liquor
drinking
was y'all
red
drinking
wine,
when y'all had kids?
and what was it?
All
I
right,
don't
Focus
I
red
don't
wine.
mine's a
remember
different
any with my
situation.
first 2, but my last one we was drinking on sipping on some mimosas. So yeah.
Mimosas
I
got
don't
him.
know. It was a mix of
It
a
was
lot of shit.
some type of like
Mine
triple
was trying to keep
bourbon,
my
barrel red
bloodline going because
wine,
I was about to
and
go to Iraq and I
Jose
ain't know what
Cuervo.
was what. I ain't know if I was gonna make it back or not. So I tried to make a couple kids right quick to make sure I got me a couple of little wardies running around. For real.
I respect it. That's funny. That's funny.
All right, so we go to Bino, then CC.
Yeah, when I date somebody with kids, yeah, I got kids, so of course, I don't know. Of course, you start off when you don't got no kids. You got the mindset that you want to date somebody without no kids. You want to have a little family thing, a little marriage, white picket, fence with the kids. But once you start making kids and you go through these relationships that didn't work out, of course, that compromise got to come in one way or another. So yeah, I actually prefer somebody with kids actually over somebody without kids, just on the simple fact of they already got the experience to understand what it is to be a single parent. Dating somebody without no kids, they in their mind, like they shouldn't have to share you with your kids or their kid's mother or father or whatever, so on, so on. So like, and I guess that's something that they earned the decision to have their right, because whatever they did it responsible enough not to have kids before they got married. So I get it. But at the same time, like for the ones that's getting our age and up, the ones that don't got no kids, I'm not telling them what they got to do, but it's gonna be hard for them to find somebody they age in their mid-30s, early 30s that don't have kids as well. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's gonna be kind of far in between in our community. Like we black people had kids early. How would I respond if somebody didn't want kids? Like that's another thing. Like with me, like it's like certain things in life that I didn't accomplish that I still wanted to accomplish, and one of them is like actually having kids with a wife. You know what I'm saying? So me, I believe in pro-life for one, and especially if you're in the right situation to take care of them. So of course not just making babies for now. You can't take care of them, but if we're in the right situation financially, like
What if you find somebody and she's like the one, but she tell you she got to have like 2 kids,
that's what I'm
she got
about to
like
say.
2
Like when
sides.
it comes to that, I will compromise. I'll probably fight hard to still, especially if we financially able to have multiple kids. I would still probably try to do some convincing to have it. But if she was like adamant on not having it, like I probably just let it go for real. Like I
I'm
probably
talking about
wouldn't
like
make it.
yeah.
I
I'm saying
wouldn't
like
make
a
it a
two
deal breaker.
tied or something like that.
Say it
Like
again.
this is like twos are tied and all of that, not just birth control.
See, yeah, like nah, because then you shut down the possibility. Like I mean, hear what you saying. You feel what I'm saying? I'm hear what you saying, but if you made it where you physically can't do it at all, like it probably is gonna. I'm weird like that. Like my mind gonna operate a different way. Then, like you feel what I'm
So
saying?
do you
Like
ask those questions like that video, like that man said, like the third sentence? He's already asking you got kids. Are you asking? I ain't gonna say the third sentence, but maybe yours might be the fifth or sixth. So your two side, can you still have kids? You know what I'm saying? Like where did you ask that question to find out? Because you don't want to get too deep in, and then you can't. I ain't gonna say you can't,
what?
but like damn, I just wasted all my time on someone who can't possibly have my seed.
Well, that question should come with that response, right? Like I don't want kids, and I can't even have them nowhere. I got my tubes out. Like I think that would come with that question. Like normally
I
a
don't
female
know.
gonna let you know, like I can't even have
Well,
kids. I got my tubes out 5 years ago. I got them burnt 5 years ago. Like I can't even have
Oh,
kids.
okay.
I think like sometimes they'll share that. So just like that, the guy that I was telling about, he actually went and got snipped, but he didn't tell her until like a year later.
Damn, that's
Right.
tough.
Why he
That's
get
tough.
It
snipped?
doesn't
He
matter.
had a
Like
lot of kids or something.
no, he only had one kid.
Why he get snipped? What he doing?
He didn't want to have any more kids. But at the same time, you met this young lady, and is a great young lady for you. And obviously, you're still in love because you're telling a whole stranger
Yeah,
you just met about this young lady and stuff like that.
Bino, I can relate, bro. I got one daughter with my ex-wife. I don't want any more children. Now, I'm not against dating a woman that has children, but in terms of me going through the baby stage and like, bro, like I don't know, maybe it's because I have one that I'm so obsessive with her being successful that it's gonna take everything in me to get her where I want her to be in life. You feel me? I gotta get myself right, make sure she good, like and then if I'm dating a woman that has kids, like I gotta make sure her kids are good. You know what I'm saying? Like to
Yeah,
me,
it
that's
definitely got to
already
be the
enough.
situation. Definitely got to be easy for us to do it.
Right.
Like I ain't trying to
Yeah.
struggle doing it. I ain't that important to me. Like we definitely got to be set straight and like feel
Yeah.
me all the way around the board. But like I would want the female to leave the possibility open. Like don't shut it down completely physically.
I see what you're saying.
You
That
feel
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That makes
Okay.
sense. I like that.
Because you never know what we can do. You feel what I'm saying? We fuck around and had the Brady bunch out this bitch or the Boosie kids. You feel what I'm saying?
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
That ad.
All right, CC, what do you have for us?
I have kids, not against. Um, I am definitely on the other end of the spectrum of not wanting kids, and I find myself running into men now who it was a couple that didn't have, and then a few have like one. So, and they want more. So for me, I don't want any more. So a lot of times, from those guys, that's kind of a deal breaker for them because I'm very adamant about it. I feel like I'm too old to have to go through all of that again. So it's not
That's
gonna happen.
real. That's real. I respect it.
Right. So early on in those situations, you just kind of end things early, or y'all kind of
It
split
kind
it
of
a little bit.
it's separate, like the separate, like because you can tell when you're talking to somebody, y'all vibing, y'all be on the phone throughout the day all the time, and then when those serious conversations come up, and then you find out, and then it's still like, okay, the next day is still a question. So you's for real, like you really don't want any more kids? No, I'm very serious. I'm not having any more kids. So then it's like the calls slow up, texts slow up. They kind of depart themselves.
Makes sense.
But they try to get back to really see, like, is she joking or maybe down? And they do scenarios too, like, what if we, like, what if we well off? At that point, I'm much older, probably. No, I'm not doing.
Will you adopt some kids?
No. My 2 is like 6.
Like, cause like for me, even if being that we is getting older and that time clock is shortening for y'all, I'm on some shit like, you feel me? Like we right and we straight. Like I don't even want to put you through that risk. I understand what y'all go through now at that point of having babies and having them when you get older, what it do to your body, what it do to you mentally. But shit, we can adopt too. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I be on some shit like that too.
But do we not real to get grown so that we can live, enjoy, and travel?
Come on, I think as parents we gotta realize we talk that shit because we still going through the eye of the storm of raising kids. But when we look at our grandparents and we really think ahead of the time, what life will we have without these motherfuckers? We already single and don't got no wife and no husbands.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like once they get grown and get out that door, right now the way the majority of us on this panel looking, the majority of our generation is looking real fucking 65 and 75 lonely in the crib on the porch.
By yourself. That's
how my mind set up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and my most happiest times be with my babies. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if I could replicate that shit until I die, I would. Straight up. I ain't depending on the female to be that wife no more. Like, it's getting real slim out here. So now it's like, for me, I'm mentally set up. Like, I might adopt a kid on my own when my kids get grown for real. On some real shit. Cause like, that'd be the best part of my life, man, for real.
So, TJ and Shakidra, I don't know if y'all saw the video or not, or. Okay. You want to bring the video back?
Sure.
And then once after the video, what's up with you, Strada? I know you kind of gave some feedback already.
Gotcha. They bring
no kids.
It's non-negotiable.
Her first has to be my first. That's non-negotiable.
I like that.
Damn, but what if you? Well, let me ask you a question. So let's say you go out with someone and she doesn't disclose it, right? You meet her.
It'll be disclosed before I even go out with you. I'm gonna be on that IG like looking. If it says raising a king in the bio, nope.
What if you meet her? What if you don't even meet her through social media? What if you don't meet her through social media? Would you ask?
I'll know on the first date. That'll be one of the leading. I'll know that on the first date.
So you ask the question.
My name's Casey. You got kids?
Yeah, not that quick, but it'll happen like maybe the third sentence. Like
I told him that I would like it's an.
Third sentence. I like it. I like it.
All right, so Strada, I know you gave us some feedback. What else you got? Then we come to TJ and Shakidra.
I would definitely date someone with kids. I don't think that's a deal breaker. I think that dating someone with kids make the understanding and communication better because I don't have to explain the ins and outs that I do with my daughter. Like you got somebody that's kind of on the same page. Also, if someone didn't want kids, I don't think that'd be a deal breaker either. Like I think that, well, this might sound controversial, but I don't think it really is. I think that it starts with you and the person that you're trying to be with first, right? The kids are a byproduct of your love with each other or the love they have with somebody else. So I think that once you find the right partner, whatever y'all decide, you can figure it out if you're with the right person. But again, you got to respect that people have boundaries, right? But that's not a deal breaker for me, someone having kids. Again, because I don't want to have kids, them not wanting to have kids wouldn't be a deal breaker either, because like that's kind of where I'm at with it. I guess the interesting scenario would be if I've met a woman that wanted to have kids and I'm just like, nah. I would be very transparent with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to have no more kids. Like, you can help me co-parent with my daughter, and hopefully that gives you the experience you're looking for. But I think it goes back to ego. I think a lot of people, not all, but I do think there's a percentage of people that the children speak more to their ego and dominance than wanting to raise them the best way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the life is getting expensive. Y'all know what's up. Like, kids are expensive as hell, and the more they grow, the more they cost. You feel me? Like, and I'd rather concentrate on what we already got figured out and make sure they're productive citizens than to just be making kids because I just met you. You feel me? I feel like that's a little irresponsible. Depending on where you're at financially, though. Like you said, who knows? I might be having this conversation at 45 and I'm a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? And I will be. I'm claiming that. I'm gonna throw that in the universe. So when I'm a millionaire, you know, we might be talking different, right? But for now,
Okay, Nick Cannon.
Absolutely. I don't know about 10. Now he's wilding. He's definitely wilding out.
Yeah, and I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him unless it's my wife. I don't want no more unless it's a wife.
Right,
like
and then
that, bro.
that was going to be my follow-on question because, like, so Shada, if you're looking to date and you're looking to date and have a wife, and it's just like she was like, "How can I be a wife but you cannot give me a child, or you don't want to give me a child?"
I don't think being a wife and being a parent is exclusive.
I know that's right.
I don't think that's exclusive. I don't. In my mind, it's not exclusive, right? I think that at this stage of my life, if at this stage of my life, if a woman wanted to have a child and I met her, then we would have financial conversations. Like, yo, where you at? What's your credit score? How much do we got in the bank? Because again, I kind of know, like my only daughter's 3, so this is still fresh to me, right? Like I know about the late nights, the bottles, the burping, the motherfucking swaddles. You feel me? The daycare, like that's running through my mind. So if she can make it financially make sense, I wouldn't be completely opposed to it. But right now, where I'm at, nah.
But you made a comment. You said maybe she can help co-parent and get that feeling. But some women want the full feeling of carrying that child, feeling the baby kick in the stomach, and doing all of that. And she already bypassed that if she's co-parenting with you and your daughter's already 3. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's ego.
Hey, you know what?
Because either you want to be a parent or you just want to have my baby. You feel me? And to me, I think that to me that speaks to ego. If I'm being honest, like, do you want to be a parent or do you just want to have kids with me?
I'm gonna have to go against you on that one, Jay. I think what Brittany's trying to say is the girl just wants the full experience.
Right.
I think that's what that is. I knew a girl that we were just talking. It was like a little talking phase, and she never had kids. She already knew about my daughter. And that's how my daughter was 6, and she asked me if I wanted kids, and I didn't have I didn't know if I wanted them or not. And she was like, she wants them, but she wants the whole experience. She didn't want to just interact with my child, and I get it. So yeah. I think it's more of an experience thing, not an ego thing. She just wants the whole thing.
I just think that, again, and I don't discredit what you all saying. I think that is true. That is an experience for women to carry the child, the birth. Yeah. Like you said, that is an experience you can only do it by having it, right? But I do think that if that was the case, if she wanted to do it, we just gotta be financially ready for it. That's it. That's where I'm at with it. And like Bino said, she gotta be my wife. You feel what I'm saying? So like, if you my girlfriend, we ain't talking this baby shit. Like, what you talking about, bro? Like,
I gotta
share a last name. I'm not having them out of wedlock. Like, again, my only child is from my last marriage. Like, I'm not doing kids out of wedlock. So first you gotta get married. Like, get the ring first before you start talking about carrying babies and shit. That's just me.
I got to reverse back too, because I don't know what I was thinking. I'm tripping. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go back with what Cece was talking about. Man, fuck that having that kid shit. Let these kids get grown. We about to wild out. Me and my wife, we gonna go out this bitch and wild out. I'm tripping. Man, fuck all that, man. I'm just thinking about that shit. Like, bro, hell no.
Cynthia said that in the comments. Cynthia said that. She was like, why would we adopt? It's time to draw our significant other. Yeah.
You know how I get them kids? If I want some more kids, let them grown kids go find they wives and they motherfucking husbands and had kids. I do the granddad shit, the granddog. But my fault, CC. I'm saying here, like, what the fuck, bro? I ain't fuck that shit. We about to get married. We gonna go out here, bitch, and wild out. Yeah, you right, man. Yeah, I'll be happy she don't want no more kids. That's cool. Just love my mind that I got. You ain't gotta have your own. You good?
Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for that.
Yeah, my fault, man. I'm just. My shit was running in my head.
Look, the biggest problem is it ain't no problem dating somebody with kids. It's sometimes the baby mama, baby daddy drama to come along with it that deters a lot of relationships that probably could have been perfect, but
that's a fact.
They don't know how to stay in their place or whatever case may be. So yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it real, Brittany. I think, to speak to your point too, I think that if you know you got a crazy baby mama, baby daddy, I think before you even start involving other people in your shit, you need to get some peace and order in your situation. And like I said, it'll cut out a lot of dumb shit. If you can.
And that shit's easier.
That's why I say if you can. Yeah, I'm about to say, especially if they see y'all doing well and y'all didn't make it, and they like, oh wow, like
that be the part right there.
Right.
Don't
they
let
be
the
wanting
child
you.
love the man or love the other female.
Oh,
Lord,
talking.
yeah.
You cooking now.
Yeah.
Brittany, that's what I'm saying. It sometimes you don't even know the girl crazy or the man crazy until you start doing all right. Then they get like,
Somebody's echoing.
Oh, it's echo.
It's not you. Someone is echoing. I don't know whether it's the way y'all are connected to your phones, but somebody's echoing. But go ahead.
Oh. But yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's still
there. Cool.
I don't know if it's you though, brother. It's somebody.
I don't hear.
Y'all good? I'm tripping. Damn, it might be me.
You
hear it too? It's like feedback.
Well, y'all actually brought up some good points. So I'm gonna hit CJ, then Shakira, and I think the following question is pretty good. They kind of bleed into that.
Yeah.
So, what was the question? Was it day one? All right. So, here's the thing, right? I'll date someone with kids, but she can only have 2 at the max. They got to be healthy kids. I don't want no kids with disabilities and kind of health issues. I ain't got time for all that medical shit I got to deal with. I'm not doing none of that. If you got health issues with your kids, more power to you, but I'm not dealing with you. 2 kids max. Boy, girl, I don't care about the genders, but they got to be healthy. Disciplined kids. I don't want no baby kids. I don't want no Huey and Riley type kids. I ain't with it. If they chill, quiet, smart, casual kids, cool. They like to play anime and video games. They like sports, cool. They a bunch of wild, ignorant, cuss you out, throw a middle finger in your face. I'm going to throw a toy at your kid and we're done. Like, I'm not with that. Like, no. So 2 kids max, disciplined kids, healthy kids. And yeah, the baby daddy drama, I ain't with it. We already had a conversation in another pod. I will leave it. I'm done. I'm not with it. I'm not wasting no time with
Please
that.
read those
not
comments.
taking no
I know
chances.
somebody's saying something in those comments.
They can say whatever they want. I don't care. No.
All I got so far is it's an echo. Somebody did say it was an echo. I don't think the comments caught up with us yet. Get CJ some time.
I'm just saying.
Give him some time.
I'm just saying. Think. All right, just think about it. This. You decide you want to, this person, you feeling them, you liking them. Then you meet their kids. Then their kid got like all these health problems, like they got to take medicine, they got this and that third, whatever the case may be. I don't want to just literally name a health issue or something like that and get pointed out for, but just saying, I don't want to have to deal. That's like a whole truckload of baggage that goes on of already having a kid in general added to your life. Now you got to deal with kids' health issues, the mental stuff. No, man. No.
Hey.
2 kids, man. Healthy kids, disciplined kids. Then we talk.
Let me throw a wrench in this shit right quick. All right, you get past. All right, you don't even know. Let's put love in this shit. Let's put the word love in this. Let's put fatal attraction love. Now I know this ain't you. Step outside of CJ for a different perspective. Say you did ass. Step outside of CJ real quick, right? Say you did ass find this shorty that you feeling like you love this little shorty, like she like that. You feel me? Like everything above. Besides, she got her kid is Huey with a disability.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. Nope, bro. If y'all ain't listened to enough of these pods with me up here, 9 out of 10, my mind gets made up. That's it. So far, the only person that's really like said something that made me be like, let me just sit down and rethink is Wody in some situations. Outside that, once my mind is made up, bro, that's it. Conversation over. Next topic. Like you saw how fast I answered the question.
You know what? Not even trying to hold you. But I love to know guys like you for long periods of time because I love to sit back and just know you from 15 years ago and what you said and see what's Not saying you gonna get your way, but I'm saying it'd be funny because you be so adamant, and then you might get somebody rock your ass off your feet, my boy. They might be fighting on you too. Gonna get your ass too.
Oh, they had no comments. CJ written now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I got his ass. Let's go to the comments. Matter of fact, Cynthia said CJ real wrong.
Hey.
Maisha said, but health could change for either set of kids though. That's a point. Then Cynthia said, but your kid can be healthy today and fall sick tomorrow, God forbid. So how would you feel if someone felt that way about your kid in that situation? Damn, good point. Good question, CJ. Oh shit.
He
keep getting calls. He said
what he damn it said.
I think it'd be like, yo, be an adult. And we can kind of paraphrase what this was gonna sound like when he come back. There you go. Hold on. Let me get him back on. Yo. Yeah. You want me to read it over, CJ?
Yeah, what was that question?
She said, but your kid can be healthy today and fall sick tomorrow, God forbid. So how would you feel if someone felt that way about your kid in that situation?
If my kid, so I'm in a relationship with somebody, and my kid falls sick, and a person leaves me, basically,
yeah,
it is what it is. It's my kid. It's not hers.
That's real.
That's literally my response to that. That's my kid.
Consistent. You're right.
If she decides, hey, she a dub, I mean, that if she want to leave me over anything, that's her choice. I'm not making her say, "Oh, you gonna leave me because my kid got Down syndrome." No, I don't care, bro. That's my kid. At the end of the day, that's my responsibility. It's not primarily hers. It's primarily mine. So
you wouldn't have no sour to your heart about it. Nothing. 5 years, y'all on top of y'all relationship been the best 5 years of y'all life, and she did when your kid gets sick. You would have no type of resentment towards her.
Resentment, no. I would be upset. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like happy-go-lucky or neutral about it. But resentment, no. It's just like I'm gonna be upset for the moment, but it is what it is. I'm not about to cuss out, go on a rampage, tell her she need to stay behind, help me out. No, at the end of the day, it's still my kid.
I could dig it. Me personally, if I was with somebody that like we was on like a 5-year hiatus and we were rocking, we tough, we engaged and shit, and she did that, I'd be like, damn, I feel lucky. I feel lucky. Like I missed the bullet, because that's not trying to be funny. I just feel like that's a fucked up individual. You feel what I'm saying? That not trying to say CJ for the individual, but kids different for me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't like humans, like I don't like adults like that, but I fuck with kids to the most. So that's just me. Each his own. You feel what I'm saying? So
because pretty much what she's saying is maybe the kid got sick. What if you got sick? She dipped.
If I got sick and she dipped, again, same thing. It is what it is. Bro,
that boy
y'all be thinking I'm really about to like flip or something. Like we could do this like 4-5 years apart, and my mindset's gonna be the same. Like y'all,
we gonna see.
Y'all should have met me 10 years ago and saw how I acted in response to stuff like this. Back then it was they gonna have one kid, but then when I had a kid, then I was like, all right, they can only have 2 kids. But at the end of the day, my mindset was still the same. They got to be healthy. I'm not with it. No.
That's real.
All right, so Shakira, what do you got for us?
Would I date someone with kids? Of course I would. I have 5 kids, so why wouldn't I? But it's a max. Even though I have a lot of kids, it's still a max. Only saying because the more kids he got outside the house, the more money leaves outside the house. The more his time outside the house. And I mean, SUVs and vans only hold but so many kids. And if my kids already in there, me and you in there, ain't but so much more room to go. And if we're gonna be a family, we're gonna be a family.
That's real.
So because I don't have money going outside of my house. My money comes in. I ain't trying to, but my money comes, I work and I got extra money coming in the house. So if you got 3, 4, 5 kids and then you got 3, 4 baby mamas, somebody ain't gonna eat. So it's a no for me.
Can I butt in right quick, Kiki? Can I butt in and say something? I do think that dudes that have their own kids and dudes that date women with kids, I do think they should put their financial stability over them liking the female because of that situation you saying. Like you don't have too many situations like the dude move on, he marries in or he goes with this female, so this is family as well. And then the female that you dated, the kid's mom that you dated has a man that's taking on that as well as you. Now in that scenario, it's cool because then it's like a village being built. But like if you a dude and you done moved on, you done married into a new family and you still got a baby mom, you still got these kids, you gotta take care of your end. It's gonna be tougher to do because females gonna feel like you feeling, which I get that shit too. Like I get the way what you say, I get that. And then you got the kid's mother like, all right, you ain't gonna sit there and feed these kids more than you ain't feeding mine. Mm-hmm. These ain't yours. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's a tough situation for the dude. So before a dude take any female serious that got kids, bro, make sure like, so you ain't got to go through that process of that stress that that both them females gonna put on you. Both them females gonna put that stress on you. You ain't gonna find too many females that have grace in your situation. They care about their household and their kids, and your kid's mother care about her kids. Like you ain't gonna find too many females that have that grace for us. So and to feel like that's a stressful, stressful situation for a dude, because it's hard to move on with this female and be serious because he might love her, like her, they might dig each other, but then this is in the way. You feel what I'm saying? So like I would recommend dudes like before they take. I recommend for myself anyway. Like I ain't gonna be able to take a female that series that got multiple kids like me until I know like the finances is balanced out and everybody is feel fair. Everybody feel like it's fair. That shit tough. That put a lot of stress on us as men, yo, for real.
Yeah. That's a good point, Bino.
Yeah,
I like it.
that.
All right, Giovanna, who's hosting
Couldn't
next?
be me.
Who's hosting next?
Let's go with Shakidra.
Shakidra, did you send me a question?
I did not.
Okay, I'll jump in. I got some from some of our loyal SPS watchers. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to play because I got two that's real good.
Throwing ones from some other people.
Nah, for real, bro. Cass really been giving the input, and I love it. So I'm gonna go with Maisha's in the chat. I love Kale question, but I'm gonna go with Maisha since she's in the chat. So I'll put it up on the screen first, and then I'm gonna give context. How do you maintain being masculine and feminine energy, and should it change in a relationship? Now I'm gonna play the video to give you all context to the question.
Okay, there's a video. Okay, I was about to go, what?
You was like, what? Yeah, I got you.
Hey girl, do you want to know if you're in your masculine or your feminine energy in dating and relationships? Well, I have a very simple question to ask you. Would you rather be respected or would you rather be cherished? Now, if you say that you'd rather be respected, then you're probably in your masculine energy. If you say that you want to be cherished, you're probably in your feminine energy. Most of you, especially if you're a woman of color, a black woman, will be in your masculine energy because society forces you to be, and that's what we saw our mothers and our grandmothers doing. Here's why love and dating can be really hard when you're in your masculine energy. One, because most men are in their masculine energy. 80% of guys are in their masculine energy. And masculine doesn't work. You either will be bumping heads trying to control and lead a relationships, or the guy will regress into a teenage boy and you will end up mothering him, right? So part of the work is if you want to be in a masculine energy, you're going to have to find a feminine energy partner, or you're going to have to learn how to be in your feminine energy, comfortably.
That was a bar.
He threw me off, but yeah, the words make sense.
No comment.
He definitely threw me off. I saw a dude and his voice went flamboyant as hell. I was like, what the fuck? But the words, though, CJ, I get
please
that.
report to management. Thank you. Shakira, you pick the order. You can pick the order of who you want to answer this question.
CJ.
How do you maintain masculine and feminine energy? Well, shit. I ain't got so much feminine energy in me. I don't know. But the masculine part just kind of is there. That just comes natural with the package. But as far as a relationship wise, bruh, I've been in a relationship with a woman where she was definitely more of wanting to be respected than cherished. And that shit went left real bad in a short amount of time. So I feel like it could definitely change relationships. It could cause issues in relationships. I think women that have that high level, that masculine level where it's like they care more about being respected and cherished, they might need to relook on their past relationships and see why they didn't work out. Maybe because you were so busy butting heads with them. And it was probably because of your personality. You probably should have been more soft and kind and less aggressive. I don't know. But that really could change a lot of things. It really could. I'm trying to be PG right now.
I know.
But hey, you hear? Yeah, I'm trying to be PG, but I'm just saying, like, ladies, especially nowadays, and hell, I'm gonna be real with you. Some of y'all that's in the 30 and up club, y'all motherfuckers really need to knock down that masculinity shit for real. Your clock is ticking. I'm trying to be PG, but y'all killing me. Your clock is ticking. You ain't got but so much time left. And at a certain point, if a man ain't came up to you by now on some, I'm trying to be a man for you, blah 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 blah. It's not him. It's not them. It's not these fuck niggas. It's you. It's fucking you.
And we out of here. And we're gone. And we out of here. Let's go.
You're 30 plus in the 40s, and you over here. Whether you got kids, no kids, single, no, bro, it's you. It's fucking you, man. Like, and what kills me is most men aren't delusional. Most men accept the reality of what things is being thrown at him in his life, while women tend to do the total opposite. They tend to make this fantasy about shit, and at the end of the day, the reality of it is that your personality and your character traits are not what's best for men. And they need to either change it or enjoy being single. Change it or enjoy having cats and dogs as your best friend. Change it or enjoy living a life where it's just you and your kids. Change it or stop complaining and be a fucking adult and change your fucking attitude. That's all you got to do. It's not fucking hard, but a lot of you don't want to do that. Men, yes, could they be better at being masculine without bashing down women? Yes, I get it. But at the end of the day, sometimes y'all need to question, why do some of these men come at women that way? What did the woman do? How did the woman act? How did the woman treat him? Like, I'm just saying, just some things, you can't just look at one part and call it a day and be like, men is this, men is that, men is that. Why is he that? What happened? What went down? You got to really question every fucking angle, and a lot of y'all not doing that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of times it's the woman. Just adjust your personality, and life will probably be a lot better for you. And some of y'all are probably gonna adjust your personality, and it's too late. And it's probably too late for you. It's probably a done deal, and you just, life is what it is for you. And men just gonna come for you for sex and call it a day.
Management, bro.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
Shakidra, please call someone else.
Devonna.
Then I gotta follow up TJ.
Yeah, got to try to bring it down some.
Oh,
so
shit.
Okay, how do I maintain this? Honestly, I'm pretty sure y'all probably know I'm an alpha female, but I am very feminine. Very feminine. But I think like some masculine is fun, but not too much. I'd be like, hey, baby, you want me to drop it off in them drawers tonight or what? I say something like that.
Nah, see, you can't talk to me like that.
Oh my God. First off, that's a different statement. That's not the same
It
thing.
sounds like she finna go to the gooch. You feel me? Like,
What? No. You're not about to walk up to me and be like, you trying to let me drop off in them drawers? I'm gonna tell you, sit the fuck down. You better go watch Netflix or something.
Be gentle. Damn.
What?
Honestly, that's probably like really all the masculine you really gonna get about it. Me trying to be funny or something like that. I ain't about to trying to pick you up or be weird, like doing sex or something like that. Now let's just be having a conversation. You got me effed up, and I'm like, hey yo, big dog, look, you got.
She said big dog.
You know, you talking to me a little too strong, but honestly, I'm not really that masculine, but feminine I am. Look, I'm very feminine, and I think they would really cherish it because one, my job and stuff like that, it comes with, all right, somebody thinking I'm already masculine 24/7, and I'm not. I'm really like the person of the job. It has been the only female job too, but I mean, yeah. So for me, it's very easy to maintain feminine. So I'm very romantic. So yeah, being masculine, go to the gym, that's about it.
So Maisha said Javonna is the GOAT. TJ said not dropping in no draws. And Maisha said, I'll be like, babe, what that mouth do? Jesus Christ, Maisha. Go to management.
This is where a lot of confusion come in at, because it's some dudes, like, I don't think females recognize. I'm sorry, I'm going down. My fault. I ain't mean to do that, Kiki. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm tripping.
You're there.
See, this the problem. Females confuse masculine men with strong men. Somebody got muscles. Masculine energy comes from the mental, first of all. You can have the littlest guy in the world and have a heart of a lion. It comes. See, the problem is females can talk to certain. I'm gonna tell you, you don't have a masculine man. You don't have a masculine man. If you could go to him and say, drop them drawers, or let me drop off in them drawers, or
and he say yes, ma'am.
Right. I'm telling you, ladies, right now, he might be 6'5", 250 pounds of muscle. But on the inside, he's a Tinkerbell. He's Teletub in the inside.
He's a jelly bean.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we could, because I ain't gonna get mad. I'm gonna find it funny, but I'm like, bro, stop playing with me, bro. You know I ain't play like that. Don't talk to me like that.
Nah, you saw my response. You better sit the fuck down and watch Netflix.
Suck this dick. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna let you get off on me like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want females to understand it, because I think they get confused with masculine men. Like, some of them do, not everybody. Like, a strong man don't mean he masculine. Just because he can lift 350 pounds in the gym don't mean he masculine. You know what I'm saying? That's for one. For two, for this question, right? I feel like females shouldn't have to be masculine unless they protecting their cubs or protecting somebody they love, or they goal reaching something. Like, they got to be a shark in the pool because they goal reaching something. And I also don't think feminine mean that you always got to be submissive or a pushover. Like, you can have a backbone and be strong, like I say, and still be feminine. Like, it don't got to turn into masculine energy. Like, it's strong females that were queens and beautiful who still walked in elegance and still carried themselves in class and ran a nation. You feel what I'm saying? Of people. So, like, you can get somebody killed without being strong, like without being masculine as a female. You can get somebody smoked. You can still be feminine and get somebody smoked. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that'd be my thing. Like, I think,
like, do it yourself.
Right.
Yeah, like, you feel what I'm saying? I think feminine and masculine, like, it's two opposites. Like, so a female really only got to present that energy if she goes, like I said, or she protects something. Other than that, you don't got to be masculine. Like, it's not. I don't know. That's just me, man. I know females. I know, and I also think they get independence confused with, like, they coexist being independent with being overly aggressive. Like, you could be strong and independent and not overly aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't even know if I was supposed to say that early. But
no,
yeah,
you good.
But yeah, that's
overly aggressive. Let me drop it off and then draw.
Like, the relationship, like, nah,
independently.
Like, if you gotta feel like you gotta be the masculine one as a female in the relationship, then, you know, that might be, you might need to either reevaluate yourself, like CJ said, or reevaluate the type dudes you're dealing with, and what do you look for when you look for a masculine man. I hope you ain't looking for him being strong or tall. You feel what I'm saying? It's other things that go into that. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. I'm sorry, Shakitra, my buddy, and they got some good feedback that I think will add context to the conversation. Maisha said, but seriously, Bino, that response is usually the one we're aiming for with those types of comments. Y'all like it. Cynthia said it's okay to be masculine to protect your family, but not your feelings. I think that was dope. That was pretty powerful. Shout out to Cynthia. That was fire.
Right. That was fire. That was a bar.
That one with Cynthia was dope.
So I would just say, so when I say that, it's not for him to be like, yes. That's probably like the only masculine comment I actually have, masculine question, because I'm like, he's like, yes. I'm like, bro, stop being weird.
So what I'm getting is Javon's just a feminine ass goofy person. That's what that shit is.
Bro, I'm low key goofy.
So that's why my response. So I'm gonna repeat my response earlier. Sit your goofy ass down and watch Netflix. Because what we not about to do is he was not.
Look, I already feel stronger though. Know what? I don't want to be.
Yeah, you look like you over here bitch pressing niggas if you get mad. So see, look at that.
Like, I been telling, like, I done dated before. I done told the female I'm dating, there's only two things that touch my ass. That's a toilet and a washcloth, bro. Like, you ain't about to be doing all that smacking and grabbing my ass. I ain't.
Yeah, I don't play that. I do not play that. And Javon like one of them types too. She like them types that'll walk up to you and smack your ass and say good morning and shit.
What up, big dog?
What's up, big dog?
Top of the morning, big dog.
Whole ass clap. What? Hey, you missed leg day the other day.
We are not playing
I can tell. No. Hell no.
Shakidra is still on you.
Brittany next.
I think they already done about touched on everything, really.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got too much to add. No.
I respect it. Anybody else want to add anything to this topic? Because like you said, I don't need to have her calling out names and people like it's kind of been said.
I just want to add that I feel like that femininity is the equal to masculine. You know what I'm saying? It is the female masculinity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the same thing that we can get accomplished from being masculine, they can get accomplished from being feminine. You know what I'm saying? But if they try to be masculine and get it accomplished, they're gonna have more trouble because they're gonna have to get it done in a masculine way. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to lift it yourself or trying to open it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whether you could be like, oh, babe, can you open this? Or, babe, can you open this? Or however you say it, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time of you being masculine, you can make your man feel empowered. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all we want, to protect you and provide for you. And we be able to open that jar for you. That one little thing is like empowering for us just as a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just quick. Like on Hancock. When Shorty was a superhero, she still was like, hey, open this for me. She throwing niggas through the walls. You know what I'm saying? But she still had that wherewithal to let him be a man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that's wild.
It's like if you as a woman, you possess so much power. Like as a masculine,
and you're feminine.
I don't think y'all understand how hard it is to be masculine all the time. Like that shit is like different. So
that shit is fucking draining.
You wield the same. A female wields the same type of power as a masculine man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as being feminine. So just keep that in mind. Like that is y'all masculinity. Like,
and to add on to your point, I think that when men see true femininity, it automatically puts us in protection mode. Like, because, and it's gonna be a weird example, but follow me through it all. So my daughter, like, if my daughter bump her toe on the wall and the wall did something, I'm gonna punch the wall. You feel me?
Facts.
Same thing with my old lady, my wife. Like, if she come to me and she got a real issue, like, I'm gonna bust my ass to get it done because I know you and your feminine. But like you said, you just put yourself in a predicament when you come with that masculine energy, because again, in our minds, well, if the masculine's already there, that's all I can give you. So we'll kind of do this, like, well, you got it, you feel me? And we kind of throw our hands up type shit. Like, and I think that again, like what it says, is so much power and so much more power in femininity. I think it gets you automatic protection from people around you. Like, think about it. If you see a young lady out and, she's dressed appropriate, she seems feminine and friendly, and someone's bothering her, as a man, you're more inclined to want to lend her a helping hand. If you see a woman on the side of the road and, her poise is correctly, you're more likely to want to help, because as men, that's what we want to do. We want to help, provide, protect. So if a woman shows up in her natural feminine, she'll get better results out of men. And I would go so far as even a career. Like, so my first way I was going to answer the question was, you should be masculine at work and outside, and then come on, be feminine. And I don't even think that's the case. Me and the boys talking about this earlier. I think even femininity on the job force can get you the same results. You can still get promoted and raised, because the big part of leadership is cooperation and teamwork. And most women that are in their feminine, they work well with other women and men. They're just pleasant people to be around. People like to be around them. They like to listen to them. They like to follow them. So I would go so far as to tell women, you can even put that masculinity down at your job, because it's not really helping you. Yeah, you might make it forward, but the more you got to switch on and off, you're not being consistent with your nature, and it's going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you run the risk of stuff spilling over where it shouldn't be. So think about it. If you're a woman, you switching between masculine and feminine, you might fuck around and be too masculine with your man, or too feminine at your job, or vice versa. Like, so I just think being consistently what's in your nature to be would yield you better results with everybody around you, not just the person you with.
Strata, I got a question, because
Sure.
I don't know if y'all answered it, and I was around doing other stuff. So what is a masculine woman?
A woman that is disagreeable, a woman that is headstrong and stubborn, a woman that has a need to always be right, a woman that is controlling to the point to where it impedes on a man's masculinity, a woman that is resentful when she's around other masculine energy, is very headstrong. Because there's some women, they'll see a masculine man and their first thought is to say something to belittle them. They'll say shit like, you gay, or you broke, or you ain't shit, or they'll square up with you. Like that, all that shit is masculine to me. Like, because masculine men, we do that naturally with each other, but because we know there's a low threat of violence, we keep that shit in check. But we know we got to watch our mouths, because we can square up at any time. But you got women running around here with that same mentality. Like, you say something wrong to a woman, she ready to punch in your shit. And it's like, bro, if I really ball up my fist, this can get dark for you. You feel me? I only hit women, but to me, that's what I mean by a masculine woman. Someone that is disagreeable, aggressive, someone that sees other masculinity as a threat, and is just stubborn and headstrong. To me, that's a masculine woman that I can't fuck with. That's my definition, at least.
I can add on to some more.
Everybody's definition's the same.
I can add on to some more. Like you said, the big thing, like he said, for me,
made a whole
is
list
like
out here.
argumentative in an aggressive way, challenging a man. When he challenges a man physicality, like, so when you challenge a man physicality, like he just said, females will say shit to dudes that dudes know they can't get away with saying shit to another dude unless they ready for some shit to go down. So females challenge a man a lot with their mouth because it's about respect for a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing, like the whole bitch ass niggas, the whole hoe ass niggas, the PUSs, all this stuff where a man can't say to another man, rest they let it fight it out about that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's for one. You know what I'm saying? A female who like that overly independent, like, all right, say you for instance, you come home from work or some shit because you gotta be independent at work. So when you come home, the same way you talk to your employee, you say you're a manager or something. So the same way you talk to your employees or co-workers, the same way you talk to your dude, like real short-tempered, real like bossy, like at all times. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's masculine to me. Like you just bossy. Everything you say it in a bossy way. And I think you did. I think you basically covered everything else for real. Strat. I think you covered everything else that I could think of right now. But it's just how you know what I'm saying. It's just how they carry yourself towards a man. Like for me, like, and I know I get it because you got females up north who like shit. It's different. You feel what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's what I call
built to be. We're made to be tough. We have to be tough.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No,
and like
you don't.
me
You choose to be.
Me being an original Northern living
no,
there,
you choose to be. That's a choice. That's a choice.
I swear, bro.
That's a choice.
Here we go.
It's weird, bro. It's real weird up there because if you got a female that act like a Southern girl, like that history known for a South girl, they'll get ate up alive up there for real, like for real. I'm telling you, bro. Like
it's a choice, bro.
It ain't no soft.
But this is what I'm saying, though.
First of all, your family in general, the guys in general, they're not gonna let you be soft because the world out there is gonna chew you the fuck up. So man up. When I punch you, don't cry. Like you got to get out here and work. Don't expect nobody to do nothing for you. Like it's ingrained in us. It's not a choice. It's ingrained. That's how we have to be.
Think about your verbiage right there.
You said, man.
Exactly. You said man up. Think about the verbiage. Like the verbiage is saying that you're out of your natural nature. I'm not agreeing that the conditions up north are right. I can agree that crime happens at a higher rate. People are more short-tempered. The manners go away. You're right. But I think that there's a way that you can be respectful up north without it raising to the level of you acting like a nigga. You feel me? Like, think about it. If a dude say something to you crazy, like, yo, what's up, shorty? Or you on the subway and somebody bump into you and you be like, yo, excuse me. Like, you're not be like, yo, why the fuck you going, son? Like, they talk
That's
like
what it
niggas.
Is, that's what it is.
But
you step
I
on
don't
my
think that's
shoes like,
necessary.
yo, son, why
that's
the
what I'm
fuck
saying.
you going? That's what it always is, though.
Wow.
I ain't gonna front dudes up there. You have a dude out up there, and she keep it moving. She gonna hear she gonna hear everything under the sun. Fuck out of here, you fucking.
You a dirty bum bitch.
Yeah, she gonna hear everything.
Oh, I was cute a few minutes ago. Now I'm ugly as fuck and dirty as fuck. Like
it ain't what they call you, it's what you respond to.
Yeah, I don't respond to it, but it's a way that I feel like I was raised and brought up. So now
there you go. There you go.
I don't feel like I'm not gonna say all men, but the men that I've chosen and women too, but the people that I've chosen
management.
Management. I've had to be. I've always been the breadwinner because I'm a whole 2-3 jobs down. I'm a dude, so I've been the one to wear the pants in all relationships. So that now I don't know how to relinquish that power.
But you know what?
I don't know how to not be who I am.
I think you speaking to the point as to why. I think the problem is that women assume that surviving and, like CJ would say, being adult means you have to take on a masculine trait. When you can do everything that we're talking about and still stay in your feminine frame,
bro. Like that shit's wild to me that y'all convinced yourself, or you allow society to create this image, and you was willing to believe and convince yourself that this is the way to go. And here you are, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years later, and shit's still not working.
why haven't you tried something else? Why haven't you tried to just look back on what you're doing and say, you know what, regardless of what happens next, let me just change how I'm doing things. Or just be around a different group of people, be around a different environment. I ain't saying you got to move to 30 states left on the map, but at the end of the day, the environment is there forever. Don't mean you have to always be the environment. You can always adjust yourself. You can't adjust the world, unfortunately, but you can adjust yourself. At some point, you end up running into the people that respect the way how you're talking, the way how you carry yourself. And the ones that don't, they might say some fucked up shit because that's who they are, because they choose to stay in that same mindset. You don't have to. They can stay that way. They can go in that side of the world. You stay on this side. That's all. Like, just learn how to be more feminine, however you got to do it, whether it's read a book, do therapy, run into some females that's more feminine than you by nature. And women can act blind and dumb, but you know you run into some females that seem more softer and kind and sweeter than yourself.
And those are friends that I keep in a little group. I have a group of friends. These are the females that got me onto the pocketbooks and the going out. And
there you go. Then those friends, if they're softer than your personality, which I'm pretty sure you could, then you need to start taking more notes from their personality, not just their looks. The pocketbooks and stuff is cool. That's just accessories. You can always toss that shit away and still maintain that same mindset of being soft and feminine. So the personality that they have in their mindset is the one that you need to be copying. The persons, all that stuff is extra. That's just the look, but the mindset is still the thing.
Personalities, they're all bosses. So
bosses of what?
They own their own businesses and they work regular jobs too.
You only tell me about work stuff. I'm talking about their personalities. Is their personalities soft?
Yeah, they all married. I'm the only one that ain't married. They all married.
Okay, then. At the end of the day, you're only telling me about their careers. You're telling me about their accessories. I keep telling you, you need to look at their mental. It's like I'm telling you, hey, the sky is blue. Oh, no, it's actually a teal turquoise. No, just the basics. You need to just listen and acknowledge how they carry themselves, their personalities. That's it. Notice how they act, how they stand, how they walk. Copy that. Not the clothes all the time. I mean, you know how to dress. You a grown ass woman. You know how to fucking dress. You know how to go out and step out and look good. That's different. You need to worry about the personality, the character that's underneath all the clothes. That's what you need to be taking notes on. Do that.
Yo, if you thought, do you think if we use a different word, besides soft to relate feminine to, do you think it would make it better? I think that soft word really be triggering these females, like soft.
And if they trigger, then if they trigger, that's their fault. That's not.
I'm saying, what other word could we use?
Why do I got to use another word? That's the question I want to know.
You ain't got to, but if you was to think about it, right? What word can you use besides soft? Because it's more. Because this is the reason why I say this, dog. This is the reason why I say this.
Sensitive? That sounds worse.
Listen. This is the reason why I say this. Being feminine is more than just being soft, bro. Just like being masculine is more than just being strong. I can't say y'all can't agree with me and say, oh yeah, being masculine is more than just being strong, but the only word we can ever relate feminine to is being soft. Like, it gotta be some type of equal in that.
First off, you can use strong and use strong in different ways. You can have a strong mentality. If you're just thinking about strong as far as physique, that's just one part of it.
Right. So when we say soft, I personally don't want no female with no soft ass mentality, but I still want her to be feminine. So I'm asking for clarity for one. I'm asking for other minds. Because me personally, I don't want my chick to be soft, my nigga. Like, I want her to be feminine to me in a relationship, in the household. I don't want to be no soft chick though.
A real woman.
I think you're viewing soft as weak. The way how you addressing you're viewing it as if soft is weak.
Soft don't have to be weak though. It is weak in some instances.
It need to be hell. A woman needs to appear soft to her man. Otherwise, what he need to protect her for? If she walk around acting like a strong, bad motherfucker, then we don't need her. We don't need her. She acting like she could fuck niggas up too. I don't need her.
What's the part about being feminine to the ladies that triggers y'all not to want to be feminine?
You said what?
Y'all aren't.
I'm asking the ladies.
Oh, yeah.
To the ladies, what is it about being feminine that this generation of females are going so hard against?
There you go. I like that. Pick one.
Kiki.
Kiki, you love me. Okay.
I don't think I'm masculine. I'm in my aura. I'm a woman over here, a whole woman. I got those first two letters in front of man. That's all me. All mine is together. So I pass.
Nurturing is
I'm
a
just
good
asking.
word.
It could be any, CC, Peaches, Brittany can say something. Because like when I be evaluating shit, I be like, what make them like? What's the problem for our generation of females? Why they so scared to be in their feminine?
Well, they might not
era?
know how. They might not know how because
Damn,
I
of
like that answer.
said environment and
that's
whatnot,
real.
and how they are reared up, and a lot of us are starting life backwards, because of lack of. So, the way they are reared and growing up and being in this world, they can't be too much in tune with their femininity because of the environment that they're set in by
Yeah.
the choices and whatnot that we already made.
I
So
fully agree with that.
That's the only reason why I was saying, CJ. Is it a word we be using to make them like? I won't trying to say like let's stop.
Maisha said nurturing. She said
I'm
nurturing might be a better word. Nurturing.
I think women.
I thought
think
that
women
word too.
feel
Nurturing.
like feminine
Yeah, for
is taken advantage of, and they see masculine as something that doesn't get played. Like you say, two masculine men, like you see, you don't play with that, so they try to, you know what I'm saying, like display masculine. So it's like don't play with me type, and it's more like feminine is like you can play with feminine like a little bit, like you know what I'm saying.
Like you could put. They don't want to appear like a pushover. Is that what you're trying to say?
like you say soft. Like I think it is equated to like soft though as being like, oh, I'm
It's being
feminine,
viewed as weak.
I'm prissy. I don't want to break my nail. I don't want to get my hair fucked up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like So if they more rough, then they ain't really caring too much about that. So they and they know like, dang, you don't want to deal. You don't want to call her out her name or do name like. She'll try you, like you know what I'm saying.
It's a piss poor knee jerk reaction is what it is.
Yeah,
it's
it really
a piss
is,
poor knee jerk
kinda,
reaction.
You know what I'm saying? I see what's
from something in your past. Like we gotta learn how to reset. Say what?
No, I would say like coming up for me, like I have two brothers and I'm the middle child. So for me and our situation, I've been the protector of us. Like if you truly know my family, know my brothers, and I am the fighter of the three. So I always held it down for as in the masculine part of it. However, in those cases, like if we have to have fighting, the first thing I'm looking to see, all right, did I break a nail? So I still have that feminine side as well. So when it comes to that,
I'm gonna give the niggas two pieces. Oh, if you fucked up my manicure.
About to hit this bitch with the beat.
But so I still have that. So it really depends on what space you want to let that person in. So it's a space that, all right, I'm in my protective space, especially when it comes to my brothers, and ain't too much feminine about it. Maybe if it's with the females that they're involved with, all right, I got to have some type of understanding, compassion, whatever, to bring them in. I can't just be masculine towards them too. But if it's just the relationship or whatever, then it's way more feminine. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let you like push over. Like, as like previous pods that we don't had, I step up and say something before I become a pushover. In that case,
Fucking anomalies.
so like, let me see.
I like it a lot. Okay. Damn, I still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more questions. What y'all thinking?
I'm with it. What's up?
Let's do
I'm
it.
here.
Okay.
We got everybody questions. That's on the panel.
No, we ain't got Brittany. Brittany got
I'm
her
about to say,
question.
I'm ready to hear Brittany joint.
I'm about to say,
Brittany got some
I don't think
shit.
mine got done yet.
Yeah, and I got CJ.
I know Brittany got some shit for you, boy.
And Wardy's. That's damn. We done killing these other questions. Let's go to Brittany. I'm gonna put your question up, and I want you to give context to the people.
All right. So if a partner cheats, and when I mean partner, it could be married or in a serious relationship, and a kid is a product of them cheating. How should the other person leave, or should they stay? And if they do stay, how do you get that trust level back?
Boy, what the fuck? Hold on.
Y'all always say about, grandma, granny, back in the day got these other families, but grandma still stayed, and I guess you trust them or whatever, but let's bring it to the modern day time. So if you got
trust that nigga, she just won't about to leave him and fuck up the home.
Talking about break babies. That's what she talking about, a break baby. What we doing?
I'll go ahead and get this shit out the way. If a partner cheats and the kids are a product, So if the kid's not a product, she's staying. I ain't trying to go that deep, but listen, if a partner cheats and the kids are a product, should the other person leave or stay? Is it about the cheating or the kids? It's about the kids, right?
It's about the kids.
All right.
Yeah.
It's about the kids as a product. Now, in my mind, if you see, I don't want to go too deep. Let me how to keep this shit simple.
Nah, fuck that. Because I be trying to say CG up here and I end up cracking.
If a person cheat without the kids, should you stay or leave?
Deal.
Right.
You got to answer the first question first, though. You got to answer the.
But I'm gonna go ahead straight to the kids of the product. I say the female should leave. The only reason why I say that is because y'all not like the grandmoms from back in the day. See, the grandmoms was exactly what Wardy was saying. Like they didn't stay because they were just so hoping that their relationship be back together. They seen the bigger picture in raising children. You know what I'm saying? These days, females should go ahead and leave because if they do stay, they only stand. They not staying with true intentions. You feel what I'm saying? They like at the end of the day, like they say back in the day. I forgot these straight. We were talking a while ago. It's like back in the day, a neighborhood to raise everybody kid. You feel me? We probably was the last of knowing a neighborhood of women that we all look to as mother figures. You feel what I'm saying? In our neighborhood. So when granddad did have that baby, it won't nothing to grandmom to be like, damn, I ain't gonna leave the nigga and do all this other stuff because she already been taking care of JoJo and Steve over the street, little Blackie and them. She know them. You feel what I'm saying? Like
these
days, you feel me? Females ain't with that shit. They barely want to take care of their own kids. So
facts.
Damn.
Like
facts.
A
right
female
hook.
should leave because
right
she's not
hook, yeah.
gonna be able to be there true-heartedly no more. She should go ahead and leave. But dude should go ahead and leave too. The dude should go ahead and be like, I done fucked up. This some shit I can't go back about. I'm gonna go ahead and get my shit, or I'm gonna go ahead and find me a new spot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't even give it an option, bro. Like, it's gonna be disastrous, bro. Like, just go ahead and know, like, sometimes you do some time, you get out. I mean, sometimes you do a crime and you can get out. Sometimes you do a crime and you gotta sit in that bitch for life. So, like, me personally, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. Like, well, I got a kid here now. Go ahead and end this relationship, cause I already know the female gonna be resenting every time the kid come around, every time the baby mom got a call and ask for something. Like, it's gonna be forever miserable forever now. So I'm gonna go ahead and
what about if it's your shorty? What about if it's your shorty and she cheat and she got a baby and she don't know if it's yours or his?
Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck?
But listen, let me say something about that though.
Party over,
bro. See me, bro. I'm real to myself before I'm real to anybody else, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep this shit 100. I'm real to myself before anybody. I don't care how nobody feel about it. Like, if I was a loyal, utmost honest dude, I'm leaving. You feel what I'm saying? But if I had the possibility of if I stayed with her, if I found out for the first time ever she cheated and she was pregnant, this was the first time I ever knew she cheated. That's probably slim to none. We probably got a cheating relationship as it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Ain't no been playing tip for tat.
We probably playing
yeah, but
as
baby's
is.
involved.
So
bro.
she come with that baby, bro, and I decide I'm gonna kick it with her. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what?
Until you find out if it's yours or not, or regardless.
No, if it ain't mine, and we still was staying together because we were cheating on each other regardless. Like, I ain't gonna let the kid change that shit. Like, we fuck it.
I mean, hey,
it ain't my
more
kid.
power to you.
Yeah, that's why I
Ain't
know,
no
bro.
way.
I know. That's why I say. That's why I say I'm different at, bro.
I can respect.
Hey, I get you. I hear you. But you know, if that's what you want to do,
I'm not one of them judge.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and send you to jail for 20 years for some shit I know I do too. You feel what I'm saying?
But God damn, Bino, there's a kid.
Like, that ain't me, bro.
That's a receipt, Bino.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, bro. Like,
that's 18 years plus.
18 of them things, boy.
I know, bro. That's why I say if I was an honest, genuine, loyal, true boyfriend or husband, yeah, I'm gone. But we've been on some bullshit, and you I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, all right, bro. Like,
man, no fucking way. That kid come out. That kid motherfucker got like fucking dirty blonde hair with some light brown eyes. You got me fucked up. Little fucking Drake ain't about to be raised by me. You crazy? I mean, Vito, I see what you say. Like, if that's what you want to do, because you like, hey, I was doing my dirt too, and then she did her dirt. She just slipped up and came back with some shit, some sand from the beach. It is what it is. Fuck that, bro. Ain't no fucking way I'm doing it, bro. No.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I made sure I iterated. Like I know, me is me, bro. Like
Yeah, that's why you
saying?
said
Like,
you, because you
I
know,
got
ain't
a lot of
nobody
grace
else
in
on
my
this
life
battle
'cause
with
I
it.
give grace, bro. Like you feel what I'm saying?
I can respect that. I think.
I mean, yeah, I respect that's his choice. You know, I get it because he's already said more than once. Like, you know, he's done his dirt in the past. He owned up to his shit.
Yeah,
but man, a kid, hell no, man.
Hey, look,
That's
I
like
can
the videos where the
overlook a cheat.
motherfucker be
I can
raising a
overlook
kid
a cheat,
after 10
especially
years,
if
found out the
like
kid
you
ain't
say, if
yours.
I would cheat
Bro,
too.
ain't no fucking way.
Boy, I can't overlook that kid though, boy. Hey, look, and then, hey, look, what you got? I don't know. I think I would stay though if it was my girl and she got pregnant. I'm gonna stick around until I figure out who baby this is. But I'm mad as a bitch the whole time. I ain't gonna cap though, bro. I'm mad.
She
I'm
know who
mad the
baby
whole
it is.
time.
She already
Right.
know who baby it is.
That
But
part.
Not yours.
but
Well, I don't
yours.
know. I seen too
She
many
know.
Maury
man,
episodes. You
female
a
be
damn
doing
She
lie,
know.
Deidre. Yeah, I done seen
She
too
know.
many
knows.
girls running off
How
Maury
she
stage.
know
You a
though? How
damn
she know?
lie.
Tell me
They
how she
think they
know.
do.
How she know?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched
She
Maury
They be
knows.
Shows?
timing it. They be timing it.
Have you ever
They
watched
put
Maury
that
She
Shows?
clock
knows.
in.
Both of them. I'm saying both of us been splashing, and you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
she a little on the nasty side because baby, why is you humping two niggas and you ain't even protecting yourself? Like
Have you seen
who does that?
Because she living her
man,
hot girl
Eve did
summer.
it.
What are you
Eve
talking
did it.
about?
Yeah,
Like,
and that coochie gonna
Eve
get
did it.
hot down there too. They ain't gonna feel too
That
good
you
part.
because
got a woman
it's a
for
no
that new
for me.
baby on the way.
No.
I'm gonna tell you.
Eve had sex with two people.
Yeah, man. Well,
Gotta get into that.
I will
That's
say this though. I
wild.
think that the answer to the question, I think it depends on for the woman in a situation like this. I think it depends on you gotta be honest with yourself. Can you forgive it? And that's something you got to decide before the baby get here, before y'all move any further. But what I mean by forgive it, I mean you have to literally know that I'm okay co-parenting a child I didn't have, and I'm cool with that. And you can't take it out on the child. I think that's tough, but I think it can happen. I think that the right woman, I think, would do it. Right? I think guys would be a little bit more hesitant, but I think that the idea is you can't flip flop. If you gonna commit one way or another. Don't play with it. Either way. Either you gonna move past this shit or you ain't. But what you're not gonna do is keep reminding me every time the motherfucker come around and yeah, because you know your mama different and be side on my ass, or you see your son today, you go see your other son. Like you be playing with me all day in my fucking face. You feel me? Like we ain't doing that. So
I'm
you know
keep.
you're gonna be an adult, be an adult about the shit. If not, then
And
you
a
know, just move the
female
fuck
should
on.
never. A female should never. She shouldn't even. I mean, I don't mean. I ain't. I don't like hurting. I don't like saying crazy political shit that'll get us in trouble. But if you end up pregnant, you shouldn't be bringing that baby home. That baby should end up somewhere it ain't never made it to the house. You know what I'm talking about? Like because, like yeah. So
I ain't want to say it.
we don't have that
So you
control.
could have someone, let's just say that's her first.
I know what
That's her
that's her
first
first
baby.
with old buddy.
Oh nah, that's her first baby. I'm gone. Nah, I'm talking about nah. Oh nah, it ain't my baby. That's her first baby. Oh nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Fuck on. Fuck on
You
out
don't get
here.
a different scenario. If you be like, hold on, wait, what?
Then I was gonna ask CJ because what if, I know he said he would go, he was leaving. What if they already got kids together? Like you just saying you're out, you just gonna co-parent?
Yeah, we got kids together. If it's not, if
I'm
your first child,
co-parenting.
oh
I'm
nah.
I know you
co-parenting
just
with the
fucked the
kids
game
that
up with that one,
biologically. But first off, who said that? Who asked that question? First off,
Brittany.
if we got kids and then she turn around and cheat, and we don't know if that kid is mine or not, you already know what CJ about to do. I'm testing all these little nappy-headed motherfuckers. That's what's gonna happen first.
Right.
That's what's happening
Everything
first.
on the table now. You got
Everything you gotta be first off. I'm testing every one of you motherfuckers, and then when that little nigga come out, he getting it right there on the spot before you even get a name on the birth certificate. Nah, player. Hey, there's baby number one because it ain't got a name yet. We need to go ahead and do a test on that. You got me fucked up. And don't let every test come back negative. I'm gonna look at her like, bitch, if I was Ike Turner. Oh,
You know, I
so I'm just
got
gonna
fucked up in
leave.
the end.
Hey, I'm just gonna leave
She got
because
off swiftly.
So I got a comment, right? So I would say for me, if you ain't buried within the next 7 days,
hey.
Oh, not that. That's real.
That's real.
Barry.
He's just trying to get your money now. He's just trying
Yeah,
to
that's
get your
real.
money. He's trying to marry you in the next 7 days. You know what time it is after that.
Right.
I said,
Shotgun wedding.
I'm gone because it's gonna hurt. But when I'm gone and I actually leave and I get over you, oh, your heart gonna hurt. You can be hurt, and I see it all the time. But I'm definitely gone because I ain't about to go back and forth. The choice is gone. I ain't about to.
And see, that's gonna be the rock and the hard place for a man to marry out of not being left. His marriage is gonna be life in jail for the rest of his life. Like
that part.
Wow.
Fellas, remember Dwayne Wade. Oh, that's all I gotta say. Remember Dwayne Wade. He had that break baby. And just remember Dwayne Wade.
And she stayed.
And see where he at today. See where he ran
right.
today, don't
She said they weren't together though. She said they had a break in the relationship
Okay.
Oh, a break, baby.
And then you walk back in this motherfucker. Hell no.
You see what he been wearing, don't you? You see how he been acting,
You
don't
feel me?
You know he acted like that. You know he acted like that. He pulled the fucking Gabrielle Union pulled a CC, took that nigga legs up in the air. That's what happened. She done got over that nigga.
That's why I go back to what I said. Y'all might as well just leave. Just leave each other.
Let me answer it.
You're gonna be Dwayne Wade.
What you got, CC?
Being one that has went through this. Okay, so my children's father had an outside baby. Of course I stayed because I got a baby after the middle baby. But not, I wouldn't even say stay. I think it became more of an on-off thing. So once he had the baby, the trust was gone. So now at this point, I don't believe anything you say. Now that I don't believe anything you say, I don't care about what you do with yourself. So rather you out fucking making money, doing whatever it is that you're doing, at this point, I no longer care. So I had to build myself up all over again and dealt with it. But the relationship is damaged from that point on. Did
you start doing you
from that point on?
Did you start doing you at that point if you wasn't already?
Yeah. And that's what happened. Like I started doing me, and shit. He better hope his fucking daughter hits. That's what the fuck it is now at this point. No.
Wow. Why not just leave?
I did my own thing, moved on, and then we would sometimes come back together and be a family, and then separate again. But
you did have a kid. That makes sense.
I didn't want to be around the child. So I'm not gonna keep you from your children, but I'm not gonna be around. I don't want to be around.
I get
so,
it. That's real.
The baby's coming over. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave because I had a resentment because of the fact like I felt like I went to this woman to we did the woman to woman. This my motherfucking man. Leave him the fuck alone. I know who you are. We had that conversation. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. And then pop a few months later from y'all. Oh, we're just friends. You fucking pregnant with his baby. So it was like a resentment at that point, and I don't want to be around the child.
That's real. I can respect you removing yourself from the child. And again, like you said, you already had a child with the guy, so that does make it a little fuzzy of a situation. Yeah, like I think if you didn't have a child with him prior to that, you probably would have had a different outcome. Left. Exactly. So I can feel it. I asked that earlier. I was like, why do you leave? And then I thought about it. You did say that y'all had a kid before, so pardon yourself. I get it. What you about to say, Giovanna?
I was reevaluating my response. Of course, the first response is if you ain't going within the first 7 days, because like sometimes like Lord forgive me, because like sometimes like females they know that you were with somebody. Like, this is your dude, but you still go get knocked out, or you still sleep behind their back and get knocked out by this dude. So that's even adding more like fuel to it. Like, why would I stay and keep myself in that situation?
That's real.
Do y'all think which is better? Do y'all think to leave, or do y'all think to stay? Now, when I compare it back to our ancestry days, right, with our grandparents compared to y'all. What do y'all think was the better choice at this moment as we all are today as women?
We have choices
really
now.
Say that because it's
No. That's not say. I'm just saying you're right. That was a situation, but that's not say it's because they had choices. Do y'all don't think that some of them stayed because the whole family idea and the less opportunity they had made them make tougher decisions that was actually best for the future.
Well,
Whereas
Right.
now these
today, if you
opportunities, these illusion of opportunities that we have today, people so quick to give up on the black family, the idea of black family, because y'all all have so many opportunities as far as work, yeah, but as far as having your own house, yeah, but like I just in my mind, I don't know if I'm a sucker or I'm just old school. I feel like the whole black family idea is still more important to you being able to have your own job.
So if you're not you, but if black family is supposed to be held up here, then if the said person, steps out and they create another family outside the house, then when is they gonna value, black family?
But that's the thing.
Value
That's
comes.
the thing. The black family wasn't valued because the men still did what they did for the home. It was the relationship was the reason why those men went off and did what they did. It wasn't had nothing to do with
isn't the
the
relationship
values
makes
of
a
a
family?
family. The values of family being together and sticking together and being raised by the mother and the father in one household and things of that such. Like I just feel like
But
our
he
generation is
can't.
way more selfish than them. That's all I'm saying. We
But he
way
can't
more selfish.
raise. But he can't raise both in the same household if he got a family across the street or
Why he
across
can't?
town.
They
He
across the
can't
street.
be. Well,
Why he
I'm not
can't?
saying not. Well, not maybe across the street, but across town. He can't be in both households. He got to lay his head somewhere. So
Somebody
he
gonna
supposed to
be
be at Monday
lacking.
and Tuesday. He at
He
this
don't have
house
to
at
stay in
Wednesday.
both households, but it was his grandfathers that was absolutely in both households, making sure both them houses were straight. Absolutely, it was.
It's kind of
My
definition of
look,
co-parenting.
my grandfather had 13 kids, right? 7 of them was by my grandmother. Just recently, I found out that they divorced back in the 70s. But when I was growing up, they've always lived in the same household. So she divorced him long ago, but they always stayed in that household and raised those 7 kids together. He had outside kids and he would see them. He would make sure that they taken care of. Like I know all my aunts, they would come around. We was raised with their kids too. So I think it was more back in the day. It was for the family stability to have them because the kids did come over. We did know that that was our aunt. I got an uncle who's probably a teenager right now. So it was a family thing to keep the family together, to have that 2-parent.
But how did your grandmother
Two-parent.
feel?
They slept in 2 separate rooms. All my life, she slept in one room, he slept in another room.
I know my granddaddy and grandma's situation was like, a little different. My grandma was dealing with a married man. She had 2 kids by him, and he, his wife stayed with him, and they kept the family together. And he still dealt with my grandma, for years. Like he had pig pen back there. He had a farm back to my grandma's house and all type of stuff. So, he didn't live with her. He didn't ever stay with her or nothing. But, he made sure everything was good there and home. So I can attest to that.
So I guess it's a matter of the co-parenting just got to be solid, regardless of what I guess more likely the father is doing. As long as the co-parenting is solid as fuck, then I guess we good.
And I get what the ladies be saying these days. Like they had to do this, they had to do that because of their opportunity. But shit, motherfuckers can't. I don't know, man. The opportunity y'all got today, that's the opportunity for yourself, but that's not the best opportunity for your kids.
But a
we need to get an older lady up here to bring some insight on that. Did y'all have opportunities to leave? Could y'all have left if y'all want to? Because I know some situations. I know for a fact some situations where the woman was the homemaker. She didn't work at all, and the man cheat, and she didn't have an option. Because if she left, what she was gonna do? She didn't have a job.
Right, you got those.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Because women ain't been so long, got women's rights. They was able to vote and go out and get a job or divorce their husband. So a lot of them had no other choice but to stay. The man was the only one allowed to work.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of different factors when you looking at it from different perspectives. You can't just look at it from one perspective.
All right, so even if it was just that perspective, and that reason only, it turned out better for the kids.
No, those kids raised us. Look at half of us on this damn panel. Hell no.
Oh shit.
Hell no.
Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. And look at the ones younger than us. Shit, we came off pretty good. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We came off pretty good. You feel what I'm saying?
But from that's from our perspective though. So I mean, it depends on who you're asking. Because now they say that the kids have better opportunities and whatnot and whatever and so forth. But I mean, we are the ones that's raising those kids too. So somewhere something is something is lacking.
I'm gonna tell you the difference.
Yeah, it's a good open dialogue conversation.
Ain't no man in the house no more. That's what's lacking.
Yeah.
The man is gone from the household, and now
from both of them.
No discipline. It's no rules being. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I bet, like, if we have a charade, not a charade,
what
but like
family?
Act like a woman, act like a man, act like a woman. And like we'll see like how females think men act and men think women act, and it will be probably surprised like of what we see, like you know what I'm saying.
What's family now?
That relate, huh?
What is family now?
Family now?
What is family now?
You have a lot of different types of families. It's not just masculine and feminine in a family anymore. You got feminine, masculine, and all the other. I mean, it's different types of families. Everybody ain't being raised on the same type of foundation like back in the day. So you're not going to get the same product
of that yet neither. That's still an experiment right now. It's
causing damage.
We ain't seen the outcome of that yet. We ain't seen the man on man.
Yeah.
Let me give some context to this conversation because it's interesting, and I think that when we're talking about family, we're talking about man, woman, and children in the same household. I want to share a screen with you all. While y'all was talking, I actually found some statistics that shows how a better outcome is for your children. So allow me some grace to share my screen and pull it up. Give me 1 second, you all. Okay, here we go. Let me know if y'all can see it.
Not yet.
Okay, there we go. All right, so the effects of family structure on children. Children growing up in homes where two parents who have been married continuously are less likely to experience a wide range of problems, academic, social, emotional, cognitive, not only in childhood, but later on in adulthood as well. In two-parent families, for example, children typically have access to more of the economic and community resources because parents are able to pool their time, money, and energy. Children tend to be more of the focus of the home. Family attachment has also been shown to have a consistently positive influence on earnings for prime-age males and is one of the most important factors for females and children in determining areas' dependence on welfare programs that target poverty. Research also shows that family attachment has a beneficial influence on reducing out-of-wedlock births, increasing high school and college graduate rates, and even has long-term benefits such as higher employment rates. Children living with married parents are more involved in the community activities such as soccer and other sports, and take part in academic pursuits in local schools and other academic institutions. It increases the graduation rates, higher employment rates, and again, it keeps going. They're more physically healthy when you are in a two-parent household. Cognitive development, like the list, it's like 50 things here. And what I think the point we were making earlier, what we're speaking to is that when a man and a woman is both present in the home, you're giving the children the best outcome. So maybe it wasn't so much of the grandmothers didn't have an option. They realized it was the best option for their children, so to speak.
It's all about the kids. And I think that's what people like keep overlooking. Half the time these arguments about stuff like this is about, oh, he going out making other families. It's really a woman complaining about a man just cheating. We're not even thinking about the fact that the man keep coming back, or if she keeps dealing with him, like we talking about the grandmothers now. It keeps dealing with them. She wasn't caring too much about the fact that she was being cheated on. Yeah, she was probably hurt, felt down. Yeah, she might have been in an environment where she couldn't leave anyway, or if she could have went back to her family, whatever the case might have been. She did it for the kids. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people ain't paying too much attention to. They just think, oh, he cheating on me. I'm done. I'm out. Fuck that nigga. I'm about to da-da-da-da. And at the end of the day, man, the moment you do that, you are just as much of a problem when it comes to the fact that now the kid is left with one less parent. Regardless.
Well, say if she stayed and it's just nothing but constant tension, fussing, bickering, or you going over see Linda tonight, or whatever the case may be, isn't that environment still not as producive, or you know?
It depends, because I know people that's in a situation like that. I think I brought that up before, and they still together. They still together for the kids. So it all depends on the people. It sounds crazy, it sounds stupid, but there are some people out here in this world that I know them. I know they watch our pod. that they are in that type of situation where, yeah, they live in the same house. They don't really like each other too much, but they got 4 kids, one set of twins, and they are going to be around each other for the kids. Hell, the twins are the oldest ones. I think they like 10 now. They gonna be around it for the kids. Yeah, they might hate each other, but at the end of the day, they doing it for the kids. But they don't do all that arguing and bickering and stuff in front of the kids. I know that for a fact. They don't do it in front of the kids. And guess what? Them kids is happy. They
and
good.
To Brittany's point, I think you make a good point. I don't think that you should create an unhealthy situation for your children. So, like you said, if it's gonna just be back and forth, I don't know if I would recommend that. But I think my suggestion would be find a male replacement fast. Even I'm not saying a boyfriend, like a male mentor. Find someone that can be a consistent presence of man energy in your children's life until you're able to find another partner. I think that's probably what's missing. It's the male influence, period. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's it. They're not there at all. It's not even like, okay, I'm not telling y'all to go run and jump in another dude's bed that has a man in your house. Nah, like you can get male influences outside of it while you figure it out, but you have to figure it out at some point.
Yeah, like fake scenario. You got a dude. All right, he did what granddad used to do back in the day. He got all this land and he got this property. And he got a situation for all his kids to be on that one property. Would y'all do that? And he your ex-husband or something like that? Would y'all ain't got to pay the rent, bills, none of that? Would y'all go stay on that property with y'all with your kids along with him, the rest of his women and his kids?
No.
See what I'm saying? Too independent out here, bro. See, it's like
look.
Until you find a man,
I was like, they are strong, independent black women. They are not going to do none of that.
Only until you find a man that's able to take on those duties as your kid's father. Only until then. Only until then you wouldn't. I like, bro. I got 10 acres of land. I got 5 houses. Y'all just come stay on this property. That's your spot. We right here. You want to do that? Like until you can find a man that can take on those duties?
No. Like I am not about to be here and try to hype anybody ego up or just make it more comfortable for them because they went out there and did what they did. They done did this and that. I'm gonna protect my mental health. No. I go over here. If I need to struggle, I'm gonna struggle and I'm gonna go out and get it on my own. Ain't nothing really masculine about that. It's more so protecting my mental health because I ain't about to be out here with the rest of the other females. It just ain't about to happen.
Right. And that's all I said. No one asked how grandma actually felt. Y'all saying y'all did it for the kids, but grandma was probably low-key depressed, going through, ain't no telling what she was going through. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I don't hear nobody saying anything about it. It's like all about the kids. But what about
get it.
her?
I feel y'all, but this is emotional distress that shouldn't last forever when it's dealing with a man. But to the kids, that's emotional distress.
You can't say that because like CC said, that child is always there. That constant reminder is always there. So it's not like he cheated on one girl and then make a child where she can just forget that because that will fade. But that child is there. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna always have that constant reminder.
It can always remind you. Ain't nobody saying be with him or lay with him or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I understand what y'all saying because probably 95% of the females gonna say exactly what y'all said. But in my mind, I'm just thinking, like, once again, it's going back. Y'all saying, like, I'm gonna be depressed, I'm gonna be stressed, but for how long? Like, how long? Because the purpose that we're trying to make is not for you to fall in love.
So you go outside.
Not you to have feelings for the dude, but to have a structure and a stability for the children and longevity of their life. Like, I get it though. That's the independent stuff. I get it. I ain't against y'all.
Man, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna call Cap. I'm gonna tell you what my problem is. It ain't what y'all saying because I agree in theory with what you saying. Right? If you ain't healthy and happy, the kids gonna suffer anyway. My question is, why ain't you replaced them yet?
Because they made a poor choice the first time, they're gonna make a poor choice the next time.
Let's deal with the fact he ain't shit. Cool, I'll give you that. He ain't shit. He sucks. Why ain't you replaced him yet? That's
that
the
woman
question.
intuition don't exist.
So I'm gone. Like, I don't care who you are, what you have, how many carrots you put on my finger. You keep gone.
Shavonda, you got me fucked up. I'm out.
That's just a done deal. I know what I bring, and I said, I ain't about to let nobody stress me out. And I'm not about to go back and hear these stories. You got this kid over here, this kid over here, and I'm just like, if you really about me, you holding me down. You ain't about to go out here and do crazy like that.
I see. Okay, well, but again, you talked around my question, Giovanna.
Because we don't know how.
Hold on. Y'all talking around my question.
I told you I'm gone.
What was the question?
No. Y'all talking around my question. After you've gone and you have a child, like you have a child maybe before the whole cheat shit. So now you got a child and you left. Why aren't women actively more passionate about replacing the ain't shit nigga that cheated? Why aren't there any replacements coming in?
I was passionate about finding me another good man, and I had found him and stuff. But at that point, I'm out.
But we ain't gonna go back to that, CC. We not going to go back to that.
Let me tell you how he switched it up on me. Once I went outside and I found me another great guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mental for me was, we started this family. We said we was gonna have these kids, so we gonna raise these kids in this 2-parent family, no matter what. So every time he would come back, like I'm with my new little boo talking, we living our life. Oh, I want to be a father. Oh, I want to be a family. Let me show you. Then he would do the little things, play his little tricks, and be great for a good 3 months. And then I'll be like, okay, well, maybe he do want his family. Okay. And then I'm back. And then he back with the same dumb shit again. So it's like, I want that family with the person that I started it with, because we the ones that said that we was going to create this family together.
Well, at that point, you got to be your grandmama. If what you're saying is true, and if you want that family who you had it bit, you got to be your grandmama.
Yeah. That's what I was hearing. I'm glad you said it. Yeah.
It can't be both. I'm keeping it real. Based on what you just said, if you want it with the original person you had the children with, you have to be grandma.
Let me ask you this. How was he with the kids? As far as a father, let's take out the fact of the boyfriend, the cheating nigga. How is he as a father?
He was a great father.
Boom. Then you be your grandma or you be single. There you go.
No, you just
that's
said
real.
No,
boy, I'm just saying, we literally just said that grandma was there for the kids.
I wanted that family unit with him, so I would continue to take him back and continue to deal with the stuff that he gave me. But then because then it's that miserable that now I'm depressed. Now my son looking at me at 2 years old with tears. What's wrong, mama? I can't explain that to him because I'm fucked up. Like, so it became a conscious decision, like, this man don't want this family. As much as he keep lying, as much as he keeps saying that he want this family, he really don't, because he keep putting me through the bullshit, and my kids got to see this shit. So now I got to make a conscious decision to move outside and move on my own. And now, I mean,
I feel you out here,
and that man no more. The good one, he gone now.
I wanna address the comments real quick. There's 2 comments I want to address. Cynthia said you shouldn't replace a man because you haven't had time for yourself. And she said, wait, it's never good to jump from relationship to relationship. My response to that is, whenever you hear women talk about leaving a dude, they become super independent. And so y'all will jump from not having a man to now you want to be a man and you want to get another job. And me and my kids going to be straight. But I think that's the problem. There is no urgency to at least get some type of male presence. I'm not saying, and again, I said that earlier, I'm not saying jump in another man's bed, but you got to have uncles, mentors, men presence around your children while you figure it out. By all means, heal, get your shit together. You feel me? Take whatever time you need, but think about it. You just put your kids on a time clock thinking that way. Because the longer it takes you to heal, the longer it takes you to find a man, now here's years that are stretching in between your kids not having no male presence because you're waiting for your boyfriend to be the male figure I was talking about. And I think that's the issue, is it's too long of a gap between y'all recovering from shitty people and doing the work. I think it just has to happen faster. And if you want to take your time, find a male that you believe could be a good step in role model while you find your man, your next husband. But I think that it's the gap. Like, I'm not saying, like, 2 things can be true. You can need time to heal and readjust and still have male presence in your children's lives. That's going to be my only point, and I'm going to down that hill because the stats just showed y'all. Sometimes male presence, not sometimes, most of the time, male presence affects our children. That's it.
It definitely does.
But I did say we didn't know. That was my answer. We didn't know. Like, right. I never knew to put some masculine energy there in my children's family. I mean, in my household.
That's real.
Some type of way to help me raise my kids until I replaced them with someone that wanted to be that permanent, masculine energy. So we don't know. That goes back to being reared. Like, my mama told me nothing. My mama told me if you kiss boys, you get pregnant. I kissed the boy. I didn't get pregnant. and boom, all the mistakes.
She like,
It was
she's
trial and fucking error. Like
Mama
trial
Kiva
and
had you
error,
fucked
trial
up.
and error. Like I had to fuck up a lot to find out what I'm supposed to be doing, even
That's
to
real.
this day.
I love it. I love it, Shakidra.
So
And
I mean, if we had this
me too,
podcast
man.
back
Me
in
too.
05, right out of high school, I love my kids to death, but to be honest, I would still take the same kids. But if I knew what I knew now, then they pappy would be here.
That's
One
real.
pappy would be here. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It's a lot of things
And
I did not know. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of people that I know that did not know, women and men. Like we don't know. Nobody's telling us anything.
that's true.
Conversations, right?
I love it.
That's why we here.
We love y'all, man. We're gonna get y'all together. Find male presence, please. Please. Go ahead, Woody.
I think that's one thing that grandma and them did mess up at though. They kind of did like you know what I'm saying. Kiki was saying like they gave us a very minute piece of what you know what I'm
What
saying.
was really going on?
Like kiss a boy, you get pregnant. That is kind of true because that's how I start. Kiss turn woo. You know what I'm saying. So, but you know what I'm saying. It don't process like that as a kid. You know what I'm saying. So, I think that you know them trying to keep our innocence kind of hurt us a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
But
Yeah,
then,
they would have went on and
but
talked
now we
about.
see,
If they would have
but
went on
now
and
we
talked
see
about
kids,
granddad.
like,
Go ahead, bro.
no, I was just about to say now we see kids that's like too grown. So kind of like where's the balance? Like how do
What?
you get your
Where?
kids prepared for
Overcorrected.
you know what I'm saying, for life, and you know what I'm saying, not shelter them too much to they won't understand what you're talking about, like, but they won't be so grown to where they too far ahead of they age. Like,
yeah.
What's the
What
balance?
you gonna say, Bino?
Transparency for us would have been an awesome thing, man. Like you can't go back in time, but if grandma, granddad, mom, and dad would have been transparent. Like even Pop would have been like, "Listen, nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Like I was wilding out here, son. You should have never been the fourth child. Like my fault. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
damn."
And I'm just saying, like type conversation. That type conversation, let them know, like that shit ain't cool, bro. Like I hurt mama, I hurt grandma. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like
Owning it.
grandma had that
Owning
conversation.
it. That's
Like
real. Owning that shit for real,
yeah,
bro.
like owning that shit and
Right.
being transparent is important, bro. Because like we don't find out half this shit when we talking about the ancestors and the when we find that shit out when we were grown as hell. Like what the fuck?
By
How
them
you know?
30, by them 30.
Right.
You thinking you
know-
crazy the whole goddamn time? That shit in your bloodline. You
Guess
feel what I'm
what?
saying? Like
Right.
I'm gonna keep it
You know what I'm
tall.
saying?
My daughter's 3. The moment she's old enough to understand marriage, I know the questions are gonna come. Why you not with my mama? And I'm gonna have to keep it real with her because she old enough to ask. I gotta be honest
Yeah,
enough to answer.
hey Jay, I'm gonna tell you that
But,
right
like,
now.
you know
my
what I'm
daughter
saying?
already done it. My
Bruh.
daughter already done it.
And I'm gonna own it. I left.
Yep.
You feel me? I dropped the ball. I failed you. But she has to hear me say that to her. I failed you and your mother. I failed the marriage. I left.
Right. I got
You
to do
feel
the
me?
same thing, bro. Like I got to do the same shit, and I be very transparent. I be like, bro,
Got
like,
to be.
you feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I done got to ask that.
But but again, I
Yeah,
think
I'm
it
going
takes
through
more
that
men
same
owning that shit.
thing right now.
Go ahead. Sorry, Woody. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I'm going through that as well. I can relate.
I mean, it's not just men; it's women too. I mean, I just got asked by my daughter yesterday, day before yesterday. She was like, "I thought we were gonna be a family." And I had to break down to her why me and her dad wasn't together anymore. So it does happen on both ways. It's not, and it shouldn't be because he's an asshole or whatever. Just keep it real so that way they can understand it and let them decide. Like I said, I never try to keep them from their dad, and their dad never. If he didn't want to see him, he can come at any time to see them. So that's key too.
Yeah.
But I will say it's just get back to what I think what I was saying about kids and everything. Like I used to be a school teacher and I had kids like, oh, that's my brother here, that's my half brother here. And I was like, damn, like it's just so much, I guess, broken families and homes. It's just it's concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like Bino was saying, like if people just be honest, like, dang, I really fucked up out here, like, yeah, I hurt your mom or done this, or even I think Water might have said he was going into the war, he said he throw his seeds out there here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't think about the consequences at the time, you know what I'm saying, when that happened, in that moment. Because I best believe the consequences behind all of that.
I'm just so glad that though my parents weren't together, that they stay tight, like they like best friends to this day. They is cool as shit. Like I
Right.
could pull up to my mom's and she probably on the phone with my dad just joking up. Like they cool as shit. And so my dad has always been there. Like when I was back home, my dad was in Rayford. When I was back home, that dude would do that 2-hour drive to see me and pop up at schools and whatnot, for good or bad. And he always had the phone calls. He always gave me the speeches, the quotes that here I am at 30. I can still say a lot of the stuff that he was telling me then that it makes sense. Cause he never talked to me like a little kid. He talked to me like I was a grown ass man. He just started to use curse words. But I think about what he said then, and I'll be like, dang, that's what he meant. Oh, he meant that. Like one of the things he used to tell me that try your best to have all your kids by the same woman. and though I only got one, a part of me in the back of my head feels like one reason why I don't have another kid now, and mine is 9, is because of the whole idea of that means it's gonna be another woman. So now I go from dealing with one woman to dealing with 2. Now, the mother of my child, now we cool, we straight. Every year it gets better and better. But the idea of another, I don't like it. I don't fucking like that shit.
I do have a comment, right? And I think it's probably connected from back in the day to now. Like I've seen a lot. I think maybe Wardy, for everybody up here, probably know me a little bit more than anybody up here on this pod. But I would say for us, the way I said I moved a little bit different because I've been through the worst of the worst. I already seen how the old school people did it back in the day, and honestly, they dealing with a lot of trauma right now. And sadly, that was my parent. That was my biological mother. So you try to have your kids, you try to have them, of course, by the same person. Somebody get killed. Now you got another baby father. That baby daddy get killed too. Now you're on your 3rd child, and the first 2 fathers are dead. Then you deal with the family trauma. So you see a lot of that stuff that's in our parents to this day. I had a conversation with my biological mother. I said, well, what happened? I started asking like questions like back in the day. It was touching. You can't just drop it all on them at one time. It's a lot. It's a lot changed from back in the day when we had grandma and grandpa. And honestly, reflecting back, grandma was only there for so much. After that, we fell into the system. So like you want to, you stand and fight and you have your kids and stuff like that. But what happens if your family you can't take care of them? You don't have that land. Or they don't want to deal with it because they got their own kids too. So you fall into the system. So that's why I moved the way I do. But I had a conversation with her and she was just like, she's like, honestly, she was like, if your father was still alive, your baby brother wouldn't even been here. I'm like, that's pretty mean to say. Because she actually said it to him too. Which is really effed up. And I'm just like, you can't say that. Own your mistakes and own whatever it is that you was doing back in the day, and learn how to really like talk to people and move different. So therefore, when I say like if somebody like even in her situation wasn't really a cheating situation, it was more so somebody got killed. Yeah. In that case or whatever. But when I look at like the aunties, and I have 4 aunts. I think it's 5 of them, all sisters or whatever. But their situation is different, and it's so much trauma. So I'm just like, I'd rather just move different. Like, hey, look, if you don't have a kid over here, let me go get out the way. I'm gonna get out your way.
I respect it.
And
I don't want no kid to fall into no system. I don't want them to go through that trauma or anything like that.
Right. And I will say, thank God, my husband, when we were married, I didn't ever have to deal with none of this. I said, what the saying go, God don't put too much on you that he can bear. I couldn't have bared this because y'all be watching me locked up 60 days Pitt County. Y'all would see me in the background braiding them little girls' hair because something like that would have taken me up out of here and I would have took him up out of here too. So
crime of passion. Let me shut up.
God knows because like I heard some people say like they dealt with this either personally, their families. I never dealt with this with my immediate mom. With my immediate parents, my parents or my grandparents. So if that was to happen to me, I wouldn't even know how to handle it because I never experienced it in my environment. So first thing I'm gonna do is, baby, you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. Like I said, man, I'll go back to my situation and I'll kind of bring it to a close. But yeah, like I said, the weird part about my marriage is it wasn't the infidelity on either end. It was too much chaos to bring a child up in. You feel me? And I could have out, I guess, but you know, my daughter's watch is always my thought. Like now, I got an audience paying attention to everything. She's super. I hope well. I think that again. I know I'm gonna have a tough conversation before that. My ex-wife is too. I mean, like we mature enough to, but
Dang, bro, phone died.
Oh hell! Not the phone died.
Right, it was glitching for a minute there.
Oh, so I wasn't the only one that knows. Is this starting to glitch? Or?
Oh, it's still glitching.
But
I think he may be trying to jump. I think he's trying to jump. I think he's trying to jump on his laptop, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all hear me?
Hey, well,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Oh yeah, like I said, man. Everything is good. Like I'm in a good space with it, and we're gonna figure it out. We definitely gonna figure it out.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let me. What did I just do? Oh yeah, I was solo. Yeah, got to look close up with your boy. Shit. There we go. There we go. I ain't gonna stop because my phone died. We having a good time, man. Keep the party going.
What was the next question? Y'all.
I started saying we can go now. Shit, my phone undied. My battery on my laptop is good. It's on y'all type time now, for real. What y'all trying to do?
How many questions we got left?
Boy,
Unless y'all want to save them for Wednesday, part 2, potluck.
Oh, I know I won't be here Wednesday.
Oh.
Man. What we doing?
How many questions we got left?
3, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I can keep going. I ain't got shit going on right now. I ain't gotta be up.
Let's get to yours while you're here, since you ain't gonna be here Wednesday. We'll do yours and then we'll take what for leftovers.
Right.
Man, I don't even remember what mine was.
All right. So you want me to bring up the video first or the question?
Do the video, I guess.
Got you.
Things most women want. Are men today better or worse than their fathers and grandfathers?
I think that generally the traits of our grandfathers isn't something that women innately, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, want out of a man. I think that masculinity, I think that pragmatism, that realism, that sometimes can come off as coldness, all those things.
Let's get simple. So men today make more than their grandfathers.
Okay.
Men today on average are more educated than their grandfathers.
Okay.
Men today are more emotionally intelligent, emotionally authentic, whatever you want to say, than their grandfathers. Can we agree on those things? You could also make the argument men today are more handsome than their grandfathers. Whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. On the flip side, are women today, based on the things men value, are women today better than their grandmothers?
No.
Based on the thing.
I was about to say she better keep it real too.
All right, it's on you, CJ. You
let me. I want to hear Wody, because Wody be rattling brains up. How do you tell me how you feel about that? Give me your thoughts.
Do
you agree with that? And
I
why?
don't know how you define better, because you know what I'm saying. And that day, you know, they did what they needed to, and our day we do what we need to. So, but better than because can you just
the
give
way
me
how the
little
woman,
bit
the way how
about better? Like, what you mean as far as better?
All right, so back then, because they're trying to compare the men and women back then to now, as far as what each party wanted. So back then, when a man wanted a woman back then, she had to be more than likely a virgin, very innocent, docile, or sweet, soft spoken, not out there in the open. You see what I'm saying? She had to be on her P's and Q's, very kept to herself. That's the value that grandfathers wanted in that woman back then. Is that same woman, does the women today carry that same type of value that men actually wanted?
I I'm gonna say, not in our community.
I like
because
that.
it definitely is prevalent, though. You know what I'm saying? That attitude of softness and being that right there, what you just described, is in a lot of other cultures.
But in
So
ours,
in ours, I don't say. I would say no, and I would say it's because women, the men have been taken out of the homes because of various reasons, drugs, or not can't even have a man in the home because government programs or whatever. And I think that's taking a major toll on us as a people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it's other people on government assistance and things like that, but we're being targeted from all angles to break up our homes and break up us being, a unit. So no, I don't think. I think that's by design. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really by design, though. So, but no, in our community, I would say no. I don't think.
Okay, I
because
like that.
a
I
lot
like
of
that
different
answer.
reasons, man. The music, nothing in our culture, like Bino had said one time before, our culture promotes death. It's a deaf culture that's being promoted in our community. So, man, I hope he can change it.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Giovanna, what you got? How you feel about that?
So I think like some of the stuff that you mentioned about like based on what a man want back in the day, maybe a little, I don't want to say off, but I think it's slightly different because it's the different like, generations or whatever. I really feel like I was sitting here trying to think of like an old movie that I saw where I guess the guy was trying to show what he want. I don't know why Fences came to mind, but the movie Fences. But back in the day, I think like it's kind of hard to explain it honestly. But I know I felt like it was more so of looking for a woman to take care of his clean the house, put food on the table, take care of the kids. So when I think about back in the day, that's kind of what I think about, and maybe a little bit more submissive. Back in the day, if not, you probably get backhand or something like that, find yourself up against the wall. For us today, I won't say they're better. I think maybe I think I'll probably use the word more compatible. If they kind of meet some of the intent that the guy actually wants. I think like the women today can kind of help you in the household for as actually providing financially. So I won't say better as in just because they can help you financially, but they're just a little bit more compatible to support you in leaving the house.
That's real.
So like I said, our culture is or the way that the world is going right now is totally different spin. Like the music ain't even the same from back in the day. Like back in the day, they want to love. Besides humping a little bit, but they definitely like really want to love their women. And right now, it's not quite that.
Maisha brought up a point I want to point out because it's relevant. She said, I don't think we compare to our grandmothers in terms of homemakers and helpmates, but education and career-wise, we are better. That was her input.
I'm about to say, can I go next just because you just read her comment? And
yeah, go ahead.
And I got a frame in that, like, based on what men want or women, based on what we want, are women better than their grandmothers? Not based on what we want. You know what I'm saying? Not based on what we want. To be fair, men is not better than our grandfathers based on what women say they want neither. Now, with that being said, women are better than our grandmothers based on career-wise and changing the world and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But to be a woman to a man, hell no. Hell no. They ain't nowhere near close to him. You know what I'm saying? And the priorities have changed. Like, go back to what he said, it's by design.
Kids?
So I ain't really knocking the females for it because it's by design and the priorities have changed and women are. But when we say weaker but wiser, you know, it was always we always looked at that shit like it was supposed to be something like a good thing for our generation. But like the wiser only come about because we live so fast and die so fast, so you get wise faster. You feel what I'm saying? Like the technology shit, like, you know what I'm saying, they make our brains basically work like robots. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only wisest shit. But weaker at an all-time high, we weaker. Like, not trying to be funny, like we know grandmothers who ain't never complained in a day about washing clothes, take care of a house full of kids, making sure the dinner was right. Like that was something they look forward to doing on a daily.
They didn't complain about being adults.
You know what I'm saying? Not even trying to be funny. Like I ain't gonna even say that, but like, because at the end of the day, like females ain't doing that shit, and they adults, they gotta work, do all this shit. What you right? Fuck that. They wasn't complaining.
Come on now.
Yeah, it wasn't complaining. You know what I'm saying? But by design, though, that was like what they knew. You know what I'm saying? Once more doors opened up, more opportunities, females was able to do more things, and the priorities changed. So they could never be what grandmothers was to our grandfathers. But there's still some extraordinary women because the educational, like I said, they making the world change. They world leaders. Give respect to do. And that's the world we live in today. And we got to know that the priority has changed for us, for black men, and we still want that traditional wife. We ain't no need to look at these American women. You know what I'm saying? That's not their priorities no more, bro. Like, it's not their priority. In general, it's not their priorities. They don't want that shit. They natural being want it, but mentally, they don't work towards it. Mentally, physically, they don't work towards it. That's what they spirit want them to be. But guess what? They done. They gone. The females in our generation in general, that's not their priorities. Don't look to them for that shit. You gotta go to a different culture, bro. Just keeping that shit real.
That's unfortunate.
What?
Yeah,
I agree with it.
Think about it. Think about what y'all have said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Strata said, what he explained what a masculine woman was. One of them, you know what I'm saying, was being what was that word you used, Strata? It ain't hard headed, but it's the same word as
stubborn.
Hard, like
stubborn.
Disagreeable. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
can't
that's
compromise.
One of the main problems. Like, not saying that you don't have an opinion, but just being disagreeable about everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I really don't even. I can't even explain what I was about to say, but I don't think it's American women. I think it's just, mostly our culture and the women that want to mirror our culture. You know what I'm saying? That has that mentality of, I don't need a man.
Wow, how he
I
worded
have never
that.
heard a white woman, Chinese woman, no
That's
other
wild
woman
how
say,
he
I
worded
don't need
that.
no damn
Our
man.
culture and people that
You know what I'm
mirror
saying?
our culture.
What the hell you mean you don't need a man? Like, every other woman know that shit a lot, but our women, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
shit.
just, I don't know.
I told you, Warrior hit your ass in the head with some shit.
But when we feel some type of way and we step outside of our culture, we're wrong.
I'm not saying I wouldn't say
but
you
think
are
about,
wrong,
think about what I
but
just said though. Like CJ
yeah,
said the other day, we want y'all. Y'all don't
facts.
want us.
There you go. There
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying?
There you go.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
The ones that they don't even, our culture of women don't step outside their culture. Because for one, unless they go to a white man, they go to any other race of a culture. It's worse than us. Them motherfuckers ain't playing no goddamn game. They cut your goddamn hand off for wearing goddamn a Kiki Palmer dress. So y'all already know not to go to no other culture besides us anyway. Unless you talk about the white man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you talk about him.
They step out. They step out on
Hispanics,
anybody.
the Africans, they ain't playing no games with y'all. So you
Nah,
forget
that's
about
true.
that.
Them traditional African boys, they ain't with it.
Hey, Rab.
They ain't playing no games.
They're more race loyal, but I will say I think that the numbers for both black men and black women dating outside of their race, they're smaller than y'all would think. Like it's not happening in mass. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking statistics. It's not a lot of black men or black women that are really dating or marrying, let's say marrying outside of their race. Normally we marry together at similar race to other ethnicities.
That's because who gonna, like, other races don't even really understand us like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? At my job, I be having to slow it down for people and say shit different, and you know what I'm saying? So it's already a disconnect in the average language barrier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying? It's too much far removed for you to even try to do that shit. Like, really,
I'm
that's
looking
what
to
I
go
feel
African
like that
personally.
the problem is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm looking to go
it
African
could be
personally,
understood or whatever. Like,
that's still the race, right?
What?
It's still
African's still our race, right? Like, I'm looking to go African.
I don't feel like we African. You know what I'm
We
saying?
not African. We
You know
not.
what I'm
That's
saying?
another conversation.
But that's the best I can do. Giovanna, I ain't gonna go outside the other races. Best I could do, I gotta step next door to African. You feel what I'm saying? Like, keep it close enough. You feel what I'm saying? I know I'm not. I know I'm black and they African, but that's what I'm looking to go, bro. African, bro. Straight up. Y'all seen Nigeria lately? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Boy, them Netflix movies, where they be like that though, for real.
It's crazy out there right now.
Nah, my thing be when I'm talking about TikTok when they be showing like. They be like, I don't know what part of Africa they be in. I think they be in America taking them damn pictures with the people and bugs on them and shit. I was like, yo, that shit crazy. Then they show what Africa look. I be like, damn. So,
no,
Africa's
beautiful.
Right. I want to go. I'm going. Don't worry about
it. Yeah. That universe. That's
CC, can I get your response on the topic at hand?
Oh, my bad. Damn, CJ.
You good? I mean, I was letting y'all cook. I was just letting y'all go. She thinks she muted again.
Oh. Jesus.
So we didn't got off topic. I'm lost in the sauce. Wait. Are we talking about, do we think that we're
based on what I'm pretty sure you've seen enough videos and TikToks about like these different pods or whatever, where men kind of bluntly say what they want from a woman or they desire from a woman in regards of relationships and building a family and whatnot. Based on what men want or what they view as their form of value in women, do you feel like women today are better than those descriptions, which are basically what our grandmothers were?
Not at all.
Why is that?
I mean, if we're thinking about, okay, so we're talking about I feel in ways like just knowing some of the things I know about the older people, they let a lot of stuff.
A lot of what?
They let a lot of stuff get by. So I don't know. I feel like,
or maybe they addressed the issue behind closed doors and we didn't see it. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because our women better than their grandmothers.
I don't understand how that statement has anything to do with what men viewed as valuable for women. I don't.
For what they thought was valuable then, no, we don't. We're not. We don't match them. But
why do you think women today don't carry those same values or whatever values that they might be missing? Why do you think they don't have those? Let's say, this is to give a hypothetical. I don't want to list a bunch of things. Let's say grandmothers had these 10 value things that the men back then wanted, they desired. And here we are 30, 40 years later, these same men are still naming these 10 things. But do you feel like women today carry those same 10 values that men desire? Or do you feel like there's only 2 of them things that these girls got, or 3 of them? You see what I'm saying? Do you feel like y'all still got all 10, or you feel like y'all got less, and why?
We have. I feel like we have more values.
Why? I was expecting nobody to say I feel like they have more values. I want to hear why.
Well, you got to stand on that one, CC.
Yeah.
You got to.
I think the women were more. Do y'all want y'all women docile and quiet? Do y'all not want y'all women to fight for y'all?
Compared to what y'all are today, yeah.
Like
I mean, can I just add on what CC is trying to think? What she's trying to say is, I think those 10 values are still there. It's just that the women today are not staying quiet about it. Like, because the men, like what you were saying, like granddaddy, took care of home, but he also had a family across town. He took care of home. Like, but the women these days are not going for that. They're speaking up more. They're independent. They got jobs. You remember grandma, they had jobs back then. So yeah, they can still cook. They can still clean. They can still take care of home. It's just that some of the things that the men said back then, the same men that's saying it today, is like, we're not going to go for all this other stuff that came along with it. Possibly.
And my question is, do y'all have the same values as the men did then? Do y'all want y'all women the way that grandma was? Because grandma let a lot of stuff go on.
I would say,
like what? Like
I
what?
would
Like
say,
what?
Family wise, it's if what we on SPS statistics and
Nah, yeah.
I
I'm about to
I
say
literally
she right. We
said
can't
based
speak.
off of
Don't speak for
men.
yourself. Don't speak for yourself.
I'm about to say,
We can't
I
date
literally
all
stated
the
based
girls.
off what men value in women. I'm not talking about all these other things that y'all might feel that grandma did or didn't do. That's kind of irrelevant, to be honest. If a woman back then or grandma back then was getting cheated on, but she stayed in the house, that has nothing to do with his value. He wasn't like, one of my values is if I cheat on her, she better stay. That is not it. I highly doubt a man was literally getting with a woman saying that I need a woman that if I cheat on her, she ain't going nowhere. That is definitely no man literally saying that. So let's get that part out your head. Now, I'm talking about the same thing I've been saying, like a woman that can actually take care of kids, nurture her kids. Yes, she can take care of the house. A woman that can support her man, make him feel good, and not just sex. Take sex out of there because they won't even having sex with each other as much as what we do today.
Are we not doing that for our men now?
What?
They was humping. That's why they got. That's why they had 13 to 15 kids.
Love, nurturing the kids, cooking, cleaning.
Okay,
Are we not
so
doing that?
boy, y'all ain't about that. Y'all ain't about that reality now. Look, I would say mothers and grandmothers back then better. They knew how to raise their kids and guide their kids better than what they're doing today. Half the time, they was at the house for one, so they was in their kids' face more. They had more attention to their kids more. Women today work more, so you're not with your kids half the time. Part of the day, your kid is at school. You're hopefully working in the morning. So when your kids get home, hopefully you're getting home too. Once you get home, what you doing? You might be nowadays on social media. Maybe you're in the kitchen cooking. You might be keeping the kid alive, but are you feeding into them mentally? That's what gets me, because I hate when people say I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm a great mother. That is not a title. That is not something that you deserve a championship for. What I want to know is how well this, because there's a lot of you mothers that are single mothers that have these kids that come out to be crazy, wild, insane, doing a whole lot of fucked up shit. But I'm going to be honest with you. At 30, I've met a lot of single fathers that have their kid full time. And I honestly cannot name one single father that has been raising his kid consistently where the kid came out bad, fucked up over the years. But I can't say the same for women, and that's why I praise single fathers, especially the ones with their kids more, because I'm like, bro, come on now. You're like, back then, to this day, like my grandma on my mother's side, she passed away when I was a kid, but she was top dog in the house without saying nothing. She had to say nothing to make sure my uncles and aunts, my mom and everybody was good. Grandma on my daddy's side, man, she got like 9 kids. Guess what? When we go in the house, everybody loves her and nurtures her. They treat her right. They can name all type of things that she's taught them that she learned and everything. Can a lot of kids really say that about their moms today? Yeah, we're going to say, I love moms. I appreciate moms. Why? Because she was the one raising us. But at the end of the day, how much did you really learn from your mom that benefited you in life? While me, I can look y'all in y'all face in every pod and name 1,000 things that my dad taught me. And I didn't stay with my dad at all times. I was with him during the holidays, summers. But I can name a list of things that my dad literally taught me that to this day benefits me in life. I'm not saying my mom was bad or nothing. She raised 5 kids wonderfully, but she worked all the time. She was working, taking care of the kids as far as livelihood, keeping them alive, keeping clothes on their back. But when it comes to this, nah, my dad did that. Most moms, I'm being real. Most moms, yes, you might have fed your kid, kept clothes on their back, whatever, as far as livelihood. But was you feeding this? A lot of y'all not doing that. That's real. A lot of you not doing that. So mothers back then did that. Grandmama did that. My grandma, to this day, on my dad's side, I can go to Rafer right now if I want to talk to her, can still say some stuff and have me just like, damn, keep going. Y'all not doing that. So no, I feel like in that category, there's no way that you could say that, oh, women today or mothers today or have more value or whatever. Yes, you have access to other things, but these other things that you are naming, oh, they got careers, they got jobs, they got education, Not one man is really naming that as a valuable thing that they demand you to have for him to want you. I told y'all in another pod that my homeboy makes stupid money now, but his wife at that time when he was making like 90, 80K worked at like Wendy's or something. And now he's doing 110. He's married to her with kids, boys. So guess what? All she had was a high school diploma. But guess what she could do? All those things that he valued in a woman. So no, when I'm asking you, is women back then, they had these 10 things, because I don't want to try to name it all, that was valued that men wanted. Do you feel like women today have those same 10 things, or do you feel like that list got smaller or got replaced with other stuff that men don't value at all?
A mixture
And I'm gonna mute my mic.
Smaller and that. So I would say both. Because our values and our priorities are different now.
I like that statement. That's cool. Our values are different now. Yeah. Well, we got the church finger up.
Yeah, I think one of the main differences, though, from, you know, I don't think the experiences from grandma to now are really any different. I think grandma knew how to look at what she was going through and learn and take the lesson out of it and be able to tell somebody else, and it be wise. You know what I'm saying? Be looked at as wisdom. To whereas females these days kind of look at the hurt and only see the pain in it and only see the, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't really ever take the lesson, whatever the lesson was in it, to learn. That's why they stay in it so long, because they don't ever, you know what I'm saying, find a lesson what was in it. You feel me? But
they just
grandma
stay
knew how to,
drowning on the pain.
Right. But grandma knew how to damn take that. See, baby, what I learned from this was so on and woo, you know what I'm saying? So
call my grandma.
You know, it's just a difference. Like grandma learned how to put that shit behind her because she knew it was a lesson in it. She knew that pain and agony and all that was just a setup for a blessing on the back end. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but I think it's not looked at it like that no more. Like, you know, and a lot of spirituality was in the home as well, too. Like, that's something that don't get talked about.
You ain't even seeing that really, now.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God was prevalent in the homes back then. Like, you know, we kind of, I think, getting away from, you know, God in that way that grandma looked at him and was really, you know, looked at it like God is watching me, so I'm going to be the best you know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, the grandparents that stayed together kept the family together too. The moment, y'all already know, moment grandma dies or grandpa dies, the family start falling apart. Right. They the only people that's got the house with all the photos on the wall of every generation of the family. Ain't nobody else doing that. I ain't even gonna, I'll be real with you. I got one photo of my daughter, and I think she's free in that one. When we got a photo together. I got a whole bunch on social media though, but one hanging up on the wall, she like free in that photo. That's wild. So I get that, yeah. But I'm telling you, man, based off what I was saying earlier, the value that men desire when women then is damn near what they all screaming to this day, but aren't getting. Or it's like you'll request these things, these demands, or these values that you like, hey, I want a woman with this. But in the woman's response, I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them, their response is just insane. Or what do you bring to the table? Or what can you do for me? Can you pay for this? Can you pay for that? Can you do this? Can you do that? Come on now. Come on. That ain't it.
That's real.
You got multiple kids, multiple baby daddies, you in debt. You walk up to me already fake. Makeup, hair, nails, your personality, everything's not even real. How you expect me to want to give all these things that you claiming that you want from me, and you can't even give me the first thing I want from you? That don't, huh?
Which is?
Yeah, one, your innocence, because none of them are virgins. 10, 20 bodies in before they 21. I mean, let's just be real. And they probably already got at least one kid. Some dudes that don't have kids and they doing good for themselves and they want to start their own family. Keyword, their own family. She's already coming up to you with 1 or 2 kids. So now you already got a family that already exists, and then you demanding all these things as if you a virgin, as if you got all the values of a woman that the man wants. As if, come on now. You got to ease up.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. The only thing that I learned to look at though as a man is that being a leader is proactive and reactive. You know what I'm saying? And even though females are creators, you know what I'm saying, we leaders of the world, they creators of the world. So when a female ain't a virgin, that's because a nigga stuck her and didn't marry her. If a female got multiple kids, that's because, you know what I'm saying, even though females got that power, you like for me, I'm just talking about for me. I gotta look at myself like I'm in control of everything around me. I'm a controller of my universe and everything around me. In order for me to be able to do that, I gotta have the most discipline. I gotta be the smartest around me. I gotta be the one that's leading the female. And I wasn't. I was a part of what I thought was what was regular. But as men of this world, like the discipline that we just talked about in the back chats, how sex drains our energy. With us knowing that, why is we fucking bitches that ain't our wife? You know what I'm saying? Like so like I put more blame on myself as a man because I know if my decisions was different and my father and my grandfather's decisions was different, our world would be different. That was always up to us, never the women. I can never give them that much power or give them that much blame. It's us. I'm the king. I'm the man.
Protect your
You know
seed.
what I'm saying? Yeah, so I agree with you saying. That's why I agree with CJ saying. But at some point in time, when niggas gonna be like, bro, I run this shit. If I'm so masculine, why the hell I don't control how these females move and why they not virgin and why did I convince her to give me her pussy at 16, 17 years old, 18 years old? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's because we don't be talking right for real. We don't be talking. Not you, CJ. Not you, Stratton. Not you, Wardy. But as a whole, I speak statistics. As a culture. We moved the wrong way, bro, and we was taught the wrong way. And then we like to blame each other. The women blame us, and we blame the women. But when, as a man, if I talk self accountability, I gotta speak that. I can't just say people ain't self accountable. No, I gotta speak that shit. We control that shit for real. You feel me? That's how I look at it.
I agree with that to some degree. Yeah. I mean, there was times when I was, if you from Bird T, 99.90% of the time, you had a OG, a aunt, a big homie, big bro that wasn't even related to you that would tell you, hey, bro, you better get them girls, man. You better get up on something.
Tell you some bullshit, yeah.
And you like 10, 11 years old, right? But see, something that I learned from my dad was anything that somebody told you, tell me, and I'll tell you if it makes sense. And I used to just like ask a billion questions, and then I go call him, or when I go hang out with him, I'm with him, I'll throw it in his face. And since my dad never talked to me like no kid, like, well, son, no, he was like, all right, well, booger this, blah, 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 blah. So I get all the answers. And I'm just sitting there listening, like, all right, bet, all right, you don't need to be going around here messing around with all these girls. What you want to do? Have a kid when you like 11? I'm like, hell no, I want no kid, no motherfucker. But see, there's a like Jay said earlier. Here's that male figure. Now, granted, this is my father, so I had a male figure. But at the end of the day, there was a male figure that was a good male figure that was able to explain to a kid something that was not being explained by nobody else. These are not stuff that I could go to my mom back then and be like, hey, mom, they telling me this, that, and the third. No, I had to go to the man. And this man told me, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do, blah, blah, blah. And here I am 30 years later, and I ain't over here like the stereotypical guy from back home having 2, 3, 4, 5 baby mamas and probably ain't taking care of none of them kids. He got a whole nother chick he with that's got 3 kids of her own. So I don't know, man. That's real. That whole thing that they taught us as young men, unfortunately, a lot of dudes that we know fell into that category. They followed that BS, and by the time they realized what the fuck they was doing, it was already too late. They already done fucked up a bunch of women over. They already done had a couple of kids. Like, there's dudes like Bino that went through the shit he went through, and he's able to own up to it. But here he is in his 30s now owning up to it. There's motherfuckers in their 40s still doing this dumb shit. Come on now. That's wild. I don't know, but hey, hopefully some of the younger folks, like I know I got a daughter, Jay got a daughter, Wody, you got your kids, Bina, you got yours, the girls got theirs, and I hope that at some point now or in the future, whether you got sons or daughters, you can actually take time to just talk to them like adults without profanity and actually teach them about the world. Because best believe my daughter 9, and I've never talked to her like a kid. She was months old and I was talking to her like she was 15. So, because I don't believe in that baby talk. I think that's a dumb way to slow down their ability to speak English. It slows it down. So you gotta talk to your kids more about life stuff, not video games and cartoons. Forget all that.
They gonna learn that anyway.
It's like his audio is slow. You got his finger covered on the mic or something.
And when you
there you go.
when you talking to them, be transparent too, because like I think everybody parents tell them what's right and what's wrong, but transparency is key too, because like I think that's like one of the biggest things. Because not trying to be funny, like you could be a father to your daughter and tell her everything not to look out for, and she fall right dead into that dude's hands.
See, no, what I've done was I give
I done
like
had a female. I done had it married her whole life. Father, she got an awesome father. You feel what I'm saying? White. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-parent household, whatever the case may be. She knew not what to look out for. But some reason, when them kids get to being teenagers, if you tell them what not to do without giving some transparency, for some reason you just got them kids who don't mind touching that fire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
so
I get what you're
them
saying. I get what
lessons
you're
and tell them,
saying.
huh?
Give
Yeah.
context. Yeah, give
Yeah.
context.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. See, that's why we do me and my daughter do this thing called pros and cons. We started like when she was like 7, and now she asks that like it's becoming a thing now. So she'll ask a question about something, and she'll be like, "Well, what's the pros of that? Oh, what's the cons of that?" And I'll break it down as far as I can, and then she'll realize, "Oh, I don't want that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't want to do that." Like it's little stuff that you think won't affect them. And mind you, I'm doing this at 6, 7 years old. Here we are at 9, and she still does it. So it's little things that you think, oh, you don't need to talk to her. She's just a kid. I hate when people tell me that. They're just a kid. Well, if I don't try to explain to them or teach them a certain way as a kid, boy, come on now. They ain't gonna never learn. They're gonna end up learning from the outside world. And who's in the outside world now? Because most of us ain't like we was when we were kids, when the community was actually worth a damn. The community ain't worth shit now. Like society is a tablet. Society is YouTube. The community ain't what it used to be. So nah. I'd rather be the one to try to explain to my child as much as I can, whether she asks the questions or I just jog her thought process and have her thinking about certain things before I let someone on the outside try to teach her the wrong thing, and I give her the good and the bad of it. Now, if you decide to do it, this is what's gonna happen, right. And then she go from there.
Makes sense.
Easy. Most of us ain't get that as kids. That's what I don't like. I think one of the biggest issues as parents, I ain't gonna say as an adult, but as parents, the biggest issue and one of the biggest mistakes I think a lot of us do is we forget how our childhood was. We think about certain bad things, and then that's the only thing we worry about, and we try to prevent our kids from dealing with that. You don't think about everything. You don't think about why was nobody teaching me this as a kid? Well, I got a kid, let me teach her. Oh, why nobody told me about blah, 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 or avoid this, then the third, but also explain the why. Because people tell you, don't do this, don't do that. They never said why. People told you don't do drugs. Niggas had a fucking the DARE program crap in elementary school, and majority of us still smoke. At anything, we still smoke something. Half of the people we know had done crack at some point, coke or whatever, but all of us went to the same program. Come on now, stop. There was no context, there was no explanation, there was no breakdown of, hey, this is what really could happen, blah, 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 blah. Come on now. So I feel like if you got kids, you need to really I ain't saying you got to have like an intervention with their ass, but just have a nice, normal conversation with them and just tell them like what's really up with life. Like, it seems like it's nothing now, but that shit gonna stick to them later on in life. I'm a prime example. Everything my dad taught me, I could tell y'all now, and this is stuff he was telling me in elementary school. So it works.
That's dope. Right. I love it. I think we had a great pod. Hopefully y'all got to see a little bit of what it's like to host and call on people. I like this potluck thing. It's a dope idea. Like I said, we'll have some leftover questions, so we'll get in the back channels and figure out what we're doing on Wednesday. But I'm pretty sure we have to at least get through the questions we already had. So, Wardy, we'll probably start the show at the top with your topic, and we'll see what's going on Wednesday. But to the SPS family, thank you to all my panelists, man. Y'all been great this evening. Bunch of laughs, great conversation, man. Like it was a good time. To everybody watching, man, hopefully y'all got something from it. And catch us Wednesday for our potluck leftovers. So we'll see y'all then, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, love.
Peace. Love.
All right.
Appreciate y'all again, man. Y'all have a safe night. We'll see y'all back here Wednesday.
Disturb me while I'm whipping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Turn me up, Mark. We riding out, you worry about my comings and my goings. And I'm going out doing 100 miles per hour, blood blowing. Cause I'm stressed. I fight the tight feeling in my chest. But pity ain't in me, keep that for the rest. I'ma cook up, break it down, back it up, and do that shit. I re-up, we back, we up. So girl, be good for goodness sakes. If you wanted a clown, go back to the streets. The circus hold you down, wolf tickets go for cheap. As for me, I'ma stay wrist deep. Get off another elbow and flex his bicep in the streets. No better ask about me. I'm solid from the lock, follow goals to submit on my feet. Stir me while I'm rapping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Do not disturb me while I'm whipping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. You get out the mud and you clean up right. You can bet your bottom dollar I'ma be alright. I remember too clear, too many long nights with a stomach too empty and the full foresight. I can get it for the four, make the birds take flight. From a dirty floor to Camaro sound nice. Get a little distant when the goal's in sight. Before I die, I'ma live the best life of all time. And you can be by my side. I need you here by my rear, be the left to my right. Please don't trip, cause I'm fine. I'm in another zone, bring the zone, take it to the house, to the goal line. Stir me while I'm whipping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Do not disturb me while I'm whipping, baby. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, chop, breaking down this product.